graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully y'all are doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. What's going on? We got a little bit of some special coverage on here tonight. I wanted to give you guys something to look forward to. So we got ourselves the Vikings and the Lions game. And we got that going on tonight. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. And turn on those notification bell icons too. And that way you'll know when we go live. How we doing today? I'm feeling pretty good. I want to know who's going to win this NFC North Division. This is the biggest game in NFC North Division history, arguably. This is really something special, and I cannot wait for us to see what goes on tonight. Never been this nervous for a regular season game, says Larry. Bring the popcorn. We're on the outside. And we are about ready to see what goes down in this game here. Never been this nervous for a regular season game. Well, it's happening tonight. It's been the most anticipated game throughout this whole entire week. Who wins the NFC North and who wins the number one seed? The NFL today, man. This is why the NFL is king. It's gotten the best games today. And so many really good down-to-the-wire scenarios. And this is just what it's all about, man. Arguably the biggest regular season game in NFL history, too. Oh, absolutely. So we're witnessing history. And guess what? As Eagles fans, we don't have to worry about it. So I just want to see this thing go down, man. Because this is really, really special. This is really special. So we're going to see what happens. And I'm excited. I'm very excited about that. So what are we expecting in this game tonight? I expect this to be a very high-scoring game between both of these powerhouses on offense. I do think that Justin Jefferson is going to have a big day at the office. I'm calling it. I think him and Jordan Addison go off today. And Sam Darnold, I'm going to make this prediction right now, is going to throw for 400 yards. 400 yards for Sam Darnold today. Call me crazy. I think that we're going to get 400 yards. I also think that Jared Goff is going to throw for over 400 yards too, because I'm more crazy. I expect this to be a 39. We're gonna bat this up a little bit differently. We're gonna do this a little bit differently. What's my final score prediction? My final score prediction today is 39-34. Minnesota Vikings. I do. I think that the Vikings have this and put up 39 points against the Detroit Lions. And the Lions slide all the way down to the 5 seed. Do I want that to happen? I do. Do I actually think it is going to happen? I absolutely do. I think that this Vikings team is for real. I'm the only team that scares me for the Eagles. The only team that actually really does make me nervous. The only team that makes me nervous is the Vikings. That's it. That's it. It's the Vikings. Lions ought to be scratching and clawing with everything that they have for that 1 seed. They need that bye week more than anyone. Oh, they do. And the Vikings, I think, are playing with house money. That's why I really do believe that the Vikings do have this, because there really isn't pressure on the Vikings. Now, Larry might disagree with me on that, but the Vikings can play spoiler and end up with the 1 seed tonight. So I don't really think, when you're looking at who has the more pressure, I think that the team that has the most pressure is the Detroit Lions by far. And it's not even close. We are in sync today on the scores. 39-34 is the final score that I got today. And I think that both QBs throw for over 400 yards. Larry, every time you get nervous, they pull it out. This is hardcore. Don't jinx them. Do not jinx them. Will Reichard is going to be out there, and he will be kicking things off. There's Khalif Raymond and Craig Reynolds as the kick returners out there for Detroit. Pressure is all on the Lions. All right, we're ready to get things rolling. Vikings will kick. They won the coin toss. The Lions will get the ball first, and taking the kneel over there is going to be the kick returner. All right, so let's see. Who do we have out there on offense? There's Tim Patrick. There's Sam Laporta for the Lions. There's Taylor Decker. There's Graham Glasgow, Frank Ragnow, Kevin Zeitler at right guard, Penei Sewell over at right tackle. There's the whole offense. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, I believe, are out there as well. And, of course, the QB, Jared Goff. So Goff will hand it off over to Gibbs, and Gibbs just gets taken down after about a gain of 2 yards. Lands right on the 32 hash mark, the left hash mark, that is. Goff. Well, how has Jared Goff done up until week 17? His completion percentage is at 72%, which is 3rd in the NFL. He's also 2nd in passing yards with 4,398, 4th in touchdowns with 36, and his QBR rating is at 113.6. His overall rating is at 113.6, which is 2nd highest in the NFL. There's a little short pass over to Jamal Williams, who just gets 3 yards, and it's now 3rd and 5 coming on up for the Vikings. Who are we rooting for today? Who are we rooting for? All right, 3rd and 5 at the Detroit 35-yard line. Can the Vikings defense, can Brian Flores and his defense step up? Or is it going to be Dan Campbell and his offense? Let's see. Here is the high snap. The 3rd and 5 throw is made. Stiff-arming past the defender is Jahmyr Gibbs, and Gibbs is able to get a first down. Man, oh man, he caught that just like after about 3 yards, and that was Cashman who had him right on the ropes, and Jahmyr Gibbs stiff-armed right past him, and that was just poor tackling on Cashman's end. Man, he had him right there. Good footwork by Gibbs, but he just certainly broke his ankles. 1st and 10 at the Detroit 41-yard line as Gibbs got pushed out of bounds. He didn't really get pushed out of bounds. It was Turner who was there to make the stop, but still. All right. 1st and 10 now at the Detroit 41-yard line. Here comes Gibbs. They'll run it this time with him. He tries to get past the line of scrimmage, and he'll just run it out of bounds over towards the right side. Bynum did a good job at closing that gap. And it'll be 2nd and long. There's Jonathan Bullard, Andrew Van Ginkel. You got Blake Cashman, Ivan Pace Jr., Stephon Gilmore, Joshua Metellus, Harrison Smith, Cameron Bynum as well, and Byron Murphy Jr. over in the secondary. 2nd and 13. Goff calling for the football. He'll hand it off again. It goes over to Gibbs, who gets 5 yards. It's Phillips and Bullard who are there to make the stop, and now another 3rd down coming on up. Who are we rooting for? Who are we rooting for today? 3rd and 8. 12 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. Triple receivers lined up over towards the right side. And a handoff that goes over to Gibbs. Gibbs gets wrapped up in the backfield, and he loses 7 yards. That's now 4th and 15. A loss of 7. Good job by Greenard to be able to take him down. Man, he is such an incredible ball player, man. He's just so good at recognizing how to close the gaps, and he's been so great up front for the Vikings. He has. He's had an incredible year. Fox is going to be out there to punt it for the Detroit Lions. We're all rooting for the good guys. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not even on my live stream. Wow. Nobody even told me. We have a fair catch. We have a catch right at the 9-yard line, getting tripped up inside the 15, over at the 14. Is going to be the kick returner for the Minnesota Vikings, and with 11 minutes to go, they will start at their own 14-yard line. That was that was Powell, who just took it for about 6 yards. That was not a good return at all on special teams. We got the Flyers score down here. And we got the Vikings and Lions up here. So what does this? So now what I got to do is I got to go to the ticker. We're going to get rid of these NFL games on the ticker. And we're going to put NBA. And we're going to put NFL. Or sorry, not NFL. NBA and NHL on this ticker. Where is it? That is not the correct one. That is not the correct ticker. NFL scores. No. We're going to do NHL, and we're going to do NBA, and get rid of the NFL. Am I the only one annoyed at how the Lions have suddenly become the national media darlings? You're not the only one. It's better than the Cowboys, but you're not the only one. Do you have a scoreboard/game screen? I do. There it is. It's right over here. I would much rather face the Lions in Detroit than the Vikings at home. At the Link, I would much rather face, that's an interesting question. Would you rather face the Lions in Detroit, or would you rather face the Vikings at the Link? I'd rather face the Vikings at the Link because we're at home. They're on the road. Could they play spoiler on us? They absolutely could. They could. But I'd rather be home. And that's why I would do it. As long as we have Saquon Barkley, and our defense is really good, I think that we have a good shot. I do. That's how I feel. I've been hearing all this talk from Vikings fans about how they've stopped so many running backs, but Saquon is that one guy. He's a different animal. He is. But, again, one game at a time. We see how this game goes first. But I'm just posting a hypothetical. Sorry, JJ, my CPU is slow today, and I am too. No worries at all. Home field is always better in the playoffs. Oh, it absolutely is. Here we go. Vikings have a handoff over to Aaron Jones, who gets past the 20, and he's marked down at about the 23-yard or at the 22-yard line, so it's an 8-yard gain. There's Sam Darnold, who has completed 68% of his passes through Week 17. He's thrown for 4,153 yards with 35 touchdowns. He's in the shotgun again. He'll get the snap. He'll throw it over to Hawkinson, open up the middle, and he'll make the catch. And he'll move the sticks, and there's a first down. 1st and 10 at the Minnesota 30-yard line. So Darnold is able to complete it over to T.J. Hawkinson for 8 yards. And it sets them all the way towards the Minnesota 30. Vikings' number 1 run defense. No, their defense is good. I'm just saying, like, Saquon's a different beast, though. And stopping that Eagles O-line, it's not going to be easy. I'm just saying. Here is the shotgun snap again from Darnold. He'll turn and throw it over to Justin Jefferson for about 6 yards. And it's Campbell who's there to make the stop. There's Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison as well, Jalen Naylor, T.J. Hawkinson, Cam Robinson, Blake Brandell. These are guys on the offensive line. Garrett Bradbury, Dalton Risner, Brian O'Neill. That's the offensive line for the Minnesota Vikings. 9:23 left to go in the first quarter. Another handoff over to Jones, who runs inside and takes it over towards the 38-yard line. Just a 2-yard gain. And it is Darius Smith, former Viking, who was there to make the stop. So Darius Smith did play for the Vikings, right? I'm pretty sure he did. I remember he was on the Packers. Call him Z-Dog. Will the team that loses this game be a wild card spot since they are in the same division? That is correct. That is correct, Jane. All right, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard, or 3rd and 2 at the 40-yard line, and here comes a little short pass from Darnold over to Jones, and Jones makes the catch, gets 4 yards, and Jack Campbell, is able to take him right out of bounds. Another first down. 5 plays and 28 yards so far in 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Hi, Jane. Hey, everybody. Who are we rooting for? Are we rooting for Larry's Vikings, or are we rooting for somebody else's Lions? Who are we rooting for? 5 seconds left on the play clock. Darnold will hand it off over to Aaron Jones, who goes over towards the logo, lunges forward towards the left hash mark, and he is down. There's Josh Pascal, Levy Onwuzurike, DJ Reader, Zadarius Smith, Jack Campbell over at linebacker, Alex Anzalone, Amik Robertson, Brian Branch, Ifeatu Melifonwu, Kirby Joseph at safety, Terry and Arnold over at cornerback. That's all the Lions have on defense. So Jones got 6 yards. And we have flags coming from all over the place, and this is going to be a false start and a 5-yard penalty called on Minnesota. There's Brad Rodgers, who's in his 6th season as the NFL referee for tonight's game. So 2nd and 9 at the Minnesota 43. They got to get all the way over to the Detroit 48-yard line. Okay. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Flyers and Maple Leafs are tied 2-2 with 4:22 left to go in the second period. 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 9 for Minnesota. Darnold in the shotgun again. It's Hawkinson who is in motion and now stops over towards the left side of the line. Darnold will get the snap. He has time. He'll throw it up the middle, and it is deflected and incomplete. I think that Dan Campbell had a little piece of the football right on it, and I think he got a hand up there, so it's now a 3rd and 9. Another third down. It's 3rd down. I could hear the PA announcers. All right, what's going to happen? So far, the Vikings 1 for 1 on 3rd down today. Empty backfield. Darnold looking to get the snap with the play clock at 1. He does. He has time. He'll throw it over towards the right side, and it's incomplete. TJ Hawkinson was the intended target, and it was a nice play call, just could not make the catch. Hawkinson tried to dive towards his left side, over towards the near sideline, and it's incomplete. Clock stops with 7:12 to go, and it's a 4th and 9, and it looks like the punting unit is going to go out there, so Wright is going to be out there to punt it, and the offense comes out. So the Vikings with 8 plays and 29 yards in 3 minutes and 44 seconds, but nothing to it. Wright will punt it right down Broadway, and it's going to be caught right at the 9, taking it all the way towards the 10, towards the 15, towards the 20, and being marked down right on the 0. That's where the things will start. There'll be a 1st and 10. That is Raymond, who returned it for about 13 yards. Okay. We have a timeout on the field. They step aside. Deep completion or sack. Yeah. All right. And Ninja Chat stopped again. Great. This is my last time using this. And this is literally my last time using it. Don't know why we're having problems with this stuff. Call him Jane's Lions. Okay, I'll call them Jane's Lions. But see, Jane has a lot on her hands, man. She does. Jane has the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and then has the Eagles, man. Need to take advantage of the defensive stops. Yep. Watch it be a 10-9 total. Dude, watch it be 8-7. Or sorry, well, no, watch it be not 8-7. I'm sorry. Watch it be like 8-6. That's possible. Have to be a lot of missed field goals. Watch it be an 8-6 game. It's hard to get shutouts now in the NFL. It's really hard to get shutouts. You don't really think about it, but it is the truth. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on those notification bell icons too. Ay. What else? Yeah, we got the Flyers game. It's towards the end of the second period in that one. 2-0 is the lowest score possible. Well, the lowest score possible could be 0-0. You know, it could end in a tie. but is that really going to happen? No score is the score? I wonder if that's ever happened in an NFL game where the final game they played like a full 60 minutes plus the overtime, and it was a no-score game. Can anybody spot me on that? The Eagles' wild card game against the Green Bay Packers will be on Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, mark your calendars, because that's where we're going to be. 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time is when the Eagles will host the Packers on Sunday. Mark those calendars. January 12th, we got a 4:30 game. A 4:30 game. Okay. And it's on Fox. Okay. All right, here come the Lions as they will hand it off and actually pitch it over to Jahmyr Gibbs, who runs up the middle, gets 4 yards, and he is tackled by Van Ginkel at the Detroit 26-yard line. Excuse me. Apparently, Lions and Giants played in a 0-0 tie back in 1943. Really? I did not know that. That's interesting to know. Thank you so much for spotting me. I appreciate that, man. The loser of this game plays the Rams. Crazy. Triple receivers lined up over towards the right side. The Lions go from right to left. 5 seconds are left on the play clock. Goff will get the snap. He looks over towards his left. Now looks over towards the right side. Throws it. It's caught by Laporta. And he gets a first down out of it. So Sam Laporta for 7 yards. Able to run it over towards the inside. And it's a first down for Detroit at their own 33-yard line. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. There have been 73 games in NFL history that ended as 0-0 ties. Really? How many percentage? That's not a high percentage. That's like close to 0%. But still, that's pretty wild when you really do think about it. All right, here's Gibbs, who's spinning and trying to get past the line of scrimmage, and he won't go. Van Ginkel again able to make the stop, dude. He is just such an incredible guy on the front for them. It's really good. No gain, and they have the ball at the Detroit 33-yard line. Saturday is going to be a snooze fest, but 4:30 Sunday is going to be fantastic. Says Mike. Okay. Goff fakes the handoff, play action pass, throws it down the center. It's caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown right at the 50, and he takes it to the Minnesota 44-yard line. A 23-yard pass to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and the Lions get 34 yards on 4 plays in just a matter of 2 minutes. St. Brown wide open, soft coverage by the Vikings, and a 1st and 10. Here's Goff again in the shotgun. That's the snap. He has plenty of time, and he'll try to throw it over towards the near side, and it's incomplete. He was looking deep first, and a good job by the Vikings, safeties and the corners to be able to protect everybody. So then he was looking for that little short pass, and nobody was home, so it's an incompletion. Before the forward pass was invented, scores were low. The most recent 0-0 tie occurred in 1943. It was since the NFL merger in 1970, the fewest combined points scored in a game is there. Goff will get the snap again. He looks towards the center and throws it over to Laporta, and he makes the catch just short of the sticks. It's an 8-yard catch by Laporta. And today, Laporta with 2 receptions for 15 total yards. See where Cashman is. He was well covered. He was. Cashman tried to break on through, but then the center for Detroit did a good job at making him stuffed. 3rd and 2 now. 3rd down for the Lions. Goff today, 5 for 6 in the passing game. He is now under center and tries to conduct the offense with 0 seconds on the play clock, and they got a whistle for a timeout, and Detroit will burn its first timeout. They were not ready. They were not in sync, so Dan Campbell has to burn a timeout, and he does. Okay. Where is my cursor? There it is. There's my cursor. Who will win this game, folks? Who will win this game? I will put the poll question up in just a little bit. Do this again. Yes, there it is. When was the last time in the game? You have to scroll up. 1943. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 for the Lions. This time they hand it off over to Gibbs. Nobody was home up the middle, and now we'll just take it on over towards the left side. Then he gets himself a first down. That was Reynolds who got it, actually, but they're going to call a flag. So is that Cam Reynolds? Or Craig Reynolds, that is. So no David Montgomery. It's Craig Reynolds, who's now the second running back. They call a holding, though, on the offense, and it's a 10-yard penalty, so now it's a 3rd and 12. There's usually at least one regular season tie game every year. Wow. A 10-yard penalty that literally saved the Vikings. 3rd and 12. That's 8:30 a.m. Monday morning for me. I wake up with play-by-play with JJ, although I slept in today. 5 a.m. games are the killer for me. Oh, dude, that sucks. That stinks. That stinks. Yeah, I get it. 3rd and 12, 1 second left on the play clock. They got to get the snap off. They do. Goff does get the snap. He backs up. He's looking down the middle. He throws it. It's caught right at the 40, though. And the Vikings get the stop that they need. It's now 4th and 5 at the Minnesota 39. That pass was over to Patrick. That's Tim Patrick, who was able to make the catch. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Are they going to keep the offense out there? Let's see. 4th and 5 at the Minnesota 39-yard line. They're going to go for it on 4th down. All right. Let's see what they do. So Goff's pass was short over to Patrick for about 7 yards. Vikings looking to try to get a stop. Goff is lined up in the shotgun. Again, he'll get the snap. He's looking and he'll throw it up the middle. It's caught and taking it all the way inside the 30 towards the 25 and running out of bounds is Jamal Williams, or Jamison Williams, that is. And he got it for about a 14-yard gain. Stephon Gilmore and Metellus are there to make the tackle, but it's a first down for Detroit, and the drive will continue. Man. Completely random, but I need the Phillies to re-sign Hoffman already. Dude, I know. I think he wants to be a starter, though. I do. Kind of like what they're doing with Clay Holmes. Another handoff that goes over to Gibbs, who takes it all the way towards the 20, towards the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and he's in. He's in for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs is able to run for 25 yards. He ran it towards the inside, and it's 6-0 Detroit as they strike first. Wow. Insane. Made it. I think that Detroit's going to get the W, says Louis Mark. Not the start that you want if you're a Vikings fan. Wow. That's unbelievable. Extra point coming on up. It's 6-0 Viking. Or sorry, 6-0 Detroit. Oh my gosh. Ball spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good. And it's now 7-0 Lions. As Bates goes out there for the extra point, and he got it to go. 9 plays, 78 yards, in a matter of 5 minutes and 18 seconds. So let's look at this NFL wild card round schedule, shall we? All right, let's do this right now. On Saturday, we got the Chargers at the Texans at 4:30.
Aww.
I don't know why I just played that, but I did. At 8 o'clock, we got Steelers and Ravens on Amazon Prime. That's going to be in Baltimore. Then on Sunday, we got Broncos at Bills on CBS. Okay? That's at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And then at 4:30, we got Packers and Eagles. and that'll be on Fox. Sunday night, it'll be Commanders against the Bucks on NBC. And then Monday, we got Lions/Vikings against the Rams on Monday night, which is an ESPN game. That's at 8:20. So your Vikings, Larry, if they play next week, it'll be Monday night at 8:20 on ESPN. Mark that in your calendar. And by the way, Jane's Bucks will be on right after the Eagles game. So that'll be at 8:15 on NBC. So mark that in your calendar too, Jane. Again, this is why we do this. Crazy stuff. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat, Louis. Amazon, really boo. I know. Cowgirls will be irrelevant for a long time. Hold up. Yeah, that's also something to celebrate. So I like that very, very much. All right, 7-0 Lions with 1:43 left to go in the opening quarter. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. And hit the bell icon. That way you'll know when we go live. Commies are going to get pirated. Swashbuckles commies. Dude, I think that Tony has something else to say about that. I'm sure that he's going to be watching that same game that you're watching. Bates is going to be out there to kick it. I'm kind of happy I don't have to go up against Tony. You know, I like not facing my friends until I have to. You know what I mean? So it's kind of nice. I don't have to face Jane's team. I don't have to face Larry's team right now. Like I'm in my own league. It's great. It's awesome. It's awesome. Let's hope it stays that way. Just kidding. Just kidding. If the smoke comes, though, you know, we got to deal with it. 7-0 Lions. And the Vikings are looking to respond. Again, who are we rooting for? Vikings or Lions? In the chat. Just ask that poll question. Here's Darnold in the shotgun. Gets the play action pass. He's looking to throw it. And he is wrapped up right at the 2. Oh, my goodness. That is a huge sack by the Lions. It's now a loss of 17, and Zadarius Smith is the one that makes the tackle. He backed up all the way to the 2. They'll mark him down at the 3, but it is a 2nd and mile coming on up. Man, I didn't just get rid of the football. He had plenty of time to throw it. I mean, crazy. Absolutely wild, man. All right, 5 seconds left on the play clock. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. And Minnesota has the football at their own 3. Darnold backs up. He gets the snap. Jones will make the catch. Gets past the line of scrimmage. Takes it all the way towards the 10, towards the outside. And he's marked out at the 12. And it's now a 3rd and 18 coming on up for Minnesota. Wow. Interesting. Baker's doing really good right now, and Evans tied Jerry Rice for most consecutive 1,000-plus receiving yards. We getting hot at the right time. I know, man. I know. At least we don't have to face you, though. That's all. I'm happy. Come on, pass interference, please. All right, one more play to go in this first quarter. Play clock now at 0. Darnold does get the snap off in time. He's looking downfield. He fires it, and it's incomplete. It was supposed to go to T.J. Hawkinson, and Hawkinson could not make the catch. It was just a little bit over his head, but he still should have been able to, I think, make the catch there. It's now a 4th and 18. Oh, man. He was wide open. Yep, it just was a little bit out in front of him. Could not throw it into the breadbasket. Hawkinson was behind by a step, and he had to jump for it anyways. Incomplete pass. And now, punting unit's going to go out there. 6 seconds to go in this quarter. And now 1 second And now we got a free play here, so it's going to be taken all the way towards the 30. It was a very good punt by Wright for 57 yards, and Detroit will have it at their own 30-yard line. When they return, as we go into the second quarter, and the Lions will get the ball back. Okay. All right, poll question. Who are we rooting for? Who are we rooting for? Darnold choking under pressure. Vikings, Lions, or are we rooting for a tie? Vikings or Lions or a tie? Should I just? We're just gonna say They're just gonna say Vikings or Lions. Okay, hold up. Who are we rooting for? None of this tie stuff. Who are we rooting for? Vikings or Lions? In Philly, we know exactly when to boo. It's not. Yes, you're right. I know. Who are we rooting for? We're just doing one team. One or the other. No ties, nothing like that. Who are we rooting for? Vikings or Lions? That was a good special teams play. It was a good special teams play. Yes. Why is this so slow? Don't know. Don't know why this is slow today. Got 13 people on here watching. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. And turn on the bell icons. And that way you'll know when we go live. We're rooting for the Cowgirls, says Kevin. Who are you rooting for? Vikings or Lions? And the answer is neither. Just kidding. I'm rooting for the Vikings. I am. I want the Lions to come over to Philadelphia. I do. I want the Lions in Philly. That's what I want. Doesn't matter to me because the Eagles gonna borrowing from 500 moonwalk that you know what. I like that. Chips Ahoy, cookies or Oreos? Oh, dude, Oreos all the way. Are you for real with me? Oh, Oreos all the way. I don't like those peanut butter Oreos though. Oreos. That's baseball. Yeah, the Oreos. No, not the peanut butter Oreos. Larry says Chips Ahoy. Ugh, I can't. All right. Somebody get rid of the wrench. Somebody get rid of Larry's wrench. Just kidding. Chips Ahoy. Nope, I can't do it. Ugh. Now Scott too? Oh, boy. Oh, damn. Damn. We can't see eye to eye on these things. All right, 7-0 Lions as they have the football back. Goff will hand it off over to Jahmyr Gibbs, who spins, turns forward, and gets 3 yards out of it. And Pace is the one who's there to make the tackle. Second down, and about 12 yards to go. Because it was a 1st and 15. There was a false start that they called on Detroit. Didn't give me a chance. I like the golden Oreos. Peanut butter Chips Ahoy. That's not bad. Not bad at all. 2nd and 12. Here's the shotgun snap again. And pressure's coming, and down he goes. Van Ginkel able to make the tackle and get the sack. Or it's really a loss of 8 for Jahmyr Gibbs. Nice job by him. 3rd down, baby. 3rd down coming on up. All right, shotgun snap over to Jared Goff. Pressure's coming again, and he goes down again. Greenard able to make the tackle, and that's another sack for a loss of 11 yards. 4th and 31, and Detroit gets it back at their own 10-yard line. That defense was just so disgusting. And Jared Goff shakes his head and goes back over towards the sideline. The punt is high, and it is pretty deep. It'll be caught, though, at about the 45, taking it all the way towards the 50. It will be Powell who gets over there, and that's where the Vikings will set up shop when they return to action right at midfield. And we'll see how everything goes. That was a great defensive possession by the Vikings. That Vikings defense balled out there. Wow. That was cool. Another time to check out if Ninja Chat's working. Doesn't seem like it. Does not seem like it. Yo, yo, yo. Is it going to work now? Floor is dialing up something. Thanks for covering, JJ. Bacon, but I like Scrapple too. 2 pre-snap penalties and used a timeout. Lions fans too loud for their own good. Oh, boy. Nothing beats homemade chocolate chip cookies, though. Now, that I agree with. That I do agree with. That is awesome. I do like homemade chocolate chip cookies. Also really like the homemade peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. How do we feel about that? Let us know down below. Flyers are already in the third period. It's 2-2 against the Maple Leafs. That's what their score is right now. There's the Vikings game. Pancakes or waffles? I'm going with pancakes, man. I love pancakes. The chocolate chip pancakes are really good, too. Chocolate chip pancakes. Put that stuff with blueberries. Oof, that's good. That's good stuff. I don't like the blueberries in the pancakes, though. Like, I have to have them on the side. You know what I mean? I don't like the pancakes themselves sweet, but I like that little extra flavor. More Justin Jefferson, says Larry. You need more JJ. You need more play-by-play with JJ on here. That's what you're saying. It's not about Justin Jefferson. It's about JJ. Yeah. 1st and 10 at the 50 for the Vikings. At the 50-yard line. Pizza or cheeseburger? Cheeseburger. Actually, yeah. What kind of pizza, though? Can I have both, says Hardcore. All right, going from right to left of the Vikings. They'll hand it off over to Jones, and he gets over past the line of scrimmage, but just maybe gets about a yard. There was Akers on the carry there. 7th season for Sam Darnold. 14 wins this year in 2024. His previous career high was 7. Crazy as that sounds. That was when he was on the Jets. Darnold in the gun will get the snap again. He's looking towards the left now. Looks down the center. Throws it to an open man. It's caught. And taking it all the way is Oliver past the sticks. And he gets himself a first down out of it. There's a flag thrown, though. So Oliver got a 13-yard gain. There was a penalty called on Robertson. And they're going to say it's a first down. There'll be a 1st and 10 at the Detroit 36-yard line, so the Vikings are in Detroit territory. Gotta let us know how much snow you get tomorrow, JJ. Well, I just got word that they closed the JCC, so I will not be going to the JCC tomorrow, so there you have it. They're calling for a lot. They are. So Robertson got called for a flag. It was for illegal contact. Here, they're trying to get Jordan Addison involved in the offense as there's a little snap over to him who was in the flat, and he is trapped up by Robertson and gets no gain over towards the right side. That was a headshot. Second and 10. Two receivers over towards the left. One to the right. Where's Justin Jefferson, man? Darnold is looking deep. He's trying to fire it towards the end zone, and it is incomplete. No flags thrown. It was supposed to be Addison right down the center, and he was covered very, very well. Let's see again. Darnold got the snap right there. Backed on up. He had time to throw it. He had good protection up front, especially from the right guard. It looked like it was number 0, Arnold, who did a good job at covering Addison. Third and long coming on up for the Vikings. It's a 3rd and 10. It's a 3rd and 10 at the Detroit 36. They got to get to the 26. Darnold will get the snap, and he's looking, and he'll throw it. It's caught by Jefferson. He catches it at the 12 and takes it right to the 5. Justin Jefferson for 31 yards, and he puts them right in the red zone, and they're 5 yards away from trying to tie this game up. What a pass, and what a play call as well. Justin Jefferson able to get separation and be able to haul in a nice catch. And that pass by Darnold was pretty accurate, on the money as well. Jefferson with 2 receptions for 37 yards today, including that 21-yard gain. Here's Akers on the run, and he'll just get 2 yards, and he's marked down at the Detroit 3-yard line. Vikings trying to get into the end zone and get a touchdown, make it 7-6. Will the Lions get them or allow them to come on in? They break the huddle, and Darnold was about ready to line them up. Now he backs up just a little bit. There's still 20 seconds on the play clock, and now they're going to signal for a timeout. They were signaling for time. Did not get a timeout, though. 15 seconds left on the play clock. He was signaling for a timeout. He didn't get it, Sam Darnold. So now they break the huddle, and they're going to try to get into the end zone. Darnold will get the snap. He's looking. He still has time. He'll roll towards his left side. He'll try to lob it, and it's incomplete. It was over towards the white marker on the near side. The clock stops with 10:19 to go. It was weird. He was trying to signal for time as he broke the huddle, but it's an incomplete pass. I would run it, man. I would just run it again. I'm going to predict 6 inches for you of snow. Oh, man. 3rd and goal. Darnold will get the snap again, looking towards the end zone, throws it, and it's incomplete. It was Campbell who was covering T.J. Hawkinson, and it's now 4th and goal. What do you do here if you're Kevin O'Connell? Offense will stay out there. This is the play of the half. They have it at the Detroit 3. They'll break the huddle. They got to get in. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Darnold calling for the football. He'll get it. He gets the snap. He's looking down the center, and he'll throw it. It's incomplete. It was supposed to go to Jefferson, and the Lions will take on over on downs at their own 3-yard line. Wow. And the Lions fans standing on up. It's 7-0 Detroit. Vikings were a couple of inches away from getting into the end zone, and they could not do so. The pass, it was one-handed It was a one-handed catch attempt by Justin Jefferson, but he could not make the catch there. That would have been a tough play. And it was just it was not a good play call. And Darnold could not execute there. Timeout on the field with 10:10 to go in the second quarter. Wow. All right, I am going to take a very quick step off. This is like the only break that I'm going to take tonight. I will see you guys very soon. Don't go anywhere. Oh boy, Kevin, both. Like and subscribe, hit the bell icons as well. We got 20 people on here watching. Grace is here. What's up, Grace? How you doing, Grace? What's up? Grace is going for the Lions. Who are we rooting for, the Lions or the Vikings? 60% say Lions. 40% say Vikings. Only 10 votes. We got 21 people tuning in. Let's try to vote a little bit more. Who are we rooting for, the Lions or the Vikings? Welcome aboard, JJ. Jano, sure I have. I just prefer a good cheeseburger. Dude, cheeseburgers are very awesome. What's up, Grace? What's up, Grace? Thank you so much for stopping by. Dark chocolate or milk chocolate? Oof, now we're getting tough. We're getting tough. Coke or Pepsi? I'm gonna go with milk chocolate, man. Going with milk chocolate. Grace says I hate the Vikings. Oh boy, you and Larry aren't on the same page today. Now, no, I'm kidding. 1st and 10 at the 3. Gibbs tries to run and get past the line of scrimmage. He was knocking on the door, and he finally got past it and was able to get 5 yards out of it. It'll be a 2nd and 5 at the Detroit 8-yard line. Like lost breath for a second. That's not good. 2nd and 5 at the 8. There's Van Ginkel. Be interested to see if he gets a sack here. Going to do a 6-man rush up front. Provide a lot of coverage up front. Goff will get the snap. Pressure's coming, and he throws it. Is it incomplete? That's the question. Down he went. They're going to say it was an incomplete pass, I believe. 3rd and 5. That's what they're calling it right now. Now, the referees are gathering together to sort of talk things over. And right now, it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 5. The clock does stop. Let's see what the refs are going to discuss here. They call intentional grounding, but the penalty is declined. And they're going to reset the play clock to 9:31. 9 minutes and 31 seconds. They're trying to chase him down. Porta was pushed, so it's a 1st and 10 at the Detroit 14-yard line. Goff will get the snap again. He's looking to throw it, and he does. He finds Laporta, and Laporta gets a 1st down out of it. Metellus does make the tackle, and it's a 1st and 10. Laporta was on the run over towards the outside. He caught it and got a 6-yard gain. It's a 1st and 10 at the Detroit 14-yard line. 9:10 left to go in the second quarter. 7-0 Lions. Both teams are 14-2. And which one will get the 1 seed? Which one will win the division? And which one will get the 5 seed? C picked up the flag. Lions will get the calls. JJ's on the fence, is Grace. Oh, yes, I am. I like I like both, man. Lions are at 55%. Vikings are at 45% on this poll. All right, so 2nd and 9 as Jahmyr Gibbs ran it for about 1 yard. Not much on that gain. My memberships, they're $2.99 a month. You click on that link, and voila, you got a membership. Another handoff that goes over to Gibbs, or Reynolds, that is, and he runs up the middle, gets 8 yards, got past the 25 hash mark, and he takes it to the 23, and it's now 3rd down territory coming on up. 3rd and 1 for the Detroit Lions. Again, there's no David Montgomery in this game. They have Jahmyr Gibbs, and they got Craig Reynolds. JJ wins every time. Justin Jefferson, a.k.a. Jason Joseph, wins. Just kidding. JJ versus Tom Grossi. Dude, I'm not battling anybody. You know what I mean? I just love doing this for fun. Tom's good at what he does. 3rd and 1. Run up the middle by Reynolds, and he gets a couple of yards. Also rising around too, man. He got a couple of yards, and he gets a 1st down. And the ball will be spotted at the Detroit 26-yard line. They'll say it's a 3-yard gain by Reynolds. Hit the like button. I'm number 34. Hit that subscriber button as well. Please hit that sub button. 1st and 10 at the Detroit 26. Fake handoff pass and a play action by Goff. He's looking to loft it. It's intercepted though right at the 10, taking it to the 6. And going right there is the Vikings. Oh my gosh, a tip pass from Jared Goff, and it was picked off. Are you kidding me? And the Vikings will have it at their own 6-yard line. Oh my gosh. Metellus, I think, was the one who ended up picking it off. Let's see. No, he blocked it, and it was picked off by number 0 for the Vikings. That was a Pace who ended up catching it, and it's a 1st and goal at the Detroit 7-yard line. That's unbelievable. So the Vikings get a 2nd chance. That's a huge turnover. 1st and goal for the Vikings. Empty backfield for Sam Darnold. Darnold will get the snap. He's looking, still looking. He has time. He'll fire towards the end zone, and it's incomplete. Justin Jefferson was covered by, it was Robertson. He did a good job on that play. No flags, even though he was all up on him. I think that there was some contact there, but it looked like it was also just good defense as well. Thought I saw a little bit of some contact. Nope, that was clean. That was 2nd and goal at the Detroit 7. Come on. Got to get points here. 5 seconds to go on the play clock. 1 second to go now. They hand it off. They faked the handoff. Darnold with a little play action pass throws it down the center. Jefferson tried to make the catch, and he was out of bounds. He tried to leap up and catch it, and he juggled it. He could not haul it in. Come on, JJ. Could not catch it, man. That was all him. That was all him. He tried to jump up and make the catch, and he could not time it. And for him, that should be one of those things that he catches there. They don't score again here. I can just imagine Larry screaming. 102 receptions for Jefferson. Oh, man. All right. 1 second left on the play clock. Pass rush coming. He'll try to throw it towards the end zone. And Jefferson can't make the catch again. The pass was a little bit in front of him. And it's now 4th and goal. Sam Darnold threw it over towards the right side, and Jefferson missed a beat on it. He did. He missed a beat on it. He was over on the outside, and he tried to zigzag, and he was set free, man. Took his eyes off the ball, looked up at the last second, and it was just out in front of him by a little bit. Bad pass. He was wide open. Right there, he was wide open, man. So it's now 4th and goal, and they're just going to take the points. Ball spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good. So they're on the board. They are on the board, but the red zone offense has been bad for the Vikings today. It is 7-3, though. Lions out in front by 4. Wow. That was a missed opportunity for the Vikings. Jefferson opened in the end zone twice. That's on Darnold. The last one was on Darnold. I mean, the pass was a little bit high, the previous one, but Jefferson, I thought, should have still caught that for his standards. Still thought that he should have caught that. Was the pass a little bit high? It was. The last pass, that was on Darnold. It was. Almost missed the field goal, too. Just got it through, man. Scott says, go Larry. 55% of you say Lions. 45. Or actually, now it's at 50-50. Okay, it's at 50-50 now. We got 12 votes. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. A little behind him, too. Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. It was. Can't lie. That was a missed opportunity. Whew. All right. I'm just happy that we're here to have fun. It's cool. It's cool that we're here to have fun. In case you did not hear, all right, I wanted to go over the schedule again. I did. Did I take a screenshot of it? I probably should. I should have. I should have taken a screenshot of it. I don't remember if I did or not. No, I didn't. Great. NFL schedule. Wild card weekend is set up. Here it is. Wild card weekend. The AFC, it's Chargers and Texans at 4:30 on Saturday. And at 8 o'clock, it's Pittsburgh and Baltimore at 8 o'clock. And then at 1 o'clock, we have our final AFC game. That's Denver against Buffalo. And then it'll be at 4:30, you got Packers versus Philadelphia. And you got Washington at Tampa Bay at 8 o'clock on Sunday night. And then on Monday night, it'll be the loser of this game, Minnesota or Detroit, against the LA Rams, and they're going to have to be on the road at SoFi. Here's the kickoff. It's going to be high and deep, and it goes over towards the back of the end zone. And Minnesota will kick it, and Detroit will have it at their own 30-yard line. I'm ready for J.J. McCarthy 2025 already. Two trips inside the 5. Inside the... Well, yeah, that was inside the 10. Yes, you're right. You're right. They started off inside the 10. They were close to the 5 both times. 1st and 10. Here's Goff in the gun. He'll get the snap. He'll throw it. It's caught the 35 and losing his footing. That's going to be Patrick. He got 3 yards. I thought he was going to get more. But he lost his footing, and it's a 2nd and 2 at the Detroit 38-yard marker. 6 minutes to go in this second quarter. Dude, this game has been flying by. I don't know about you. It's been a very quick game. I know that they still have the 2-minute warning, and we still have the timeouts coming, so it'll probably slow on up. Goff fakes the handoff, play action pass. Throw is made to Amon-Ra St. Brown, who caught it right at the 45. Is looking to take it to the 50, and he's marked down at the 49 in between the hash marks. Over towards the left side. 1st and 10 at the Detroit 49-yard line, and Amon-Ra St. Brown is the one who makes the catch. Got to cover that guy. You got to cover St. Brown. 11 yards for him, 2 receptions, 34 receiving yards. And here's a run by Jahmyr Gibbs. Right up the middle. Tries to get through the teeth of the defense, but just gets 3 yards out of it. Second down. Ready for J.J. McCarthy. That's what Larry says. If you are tuning in on any other platform, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Would really appreciate that. 2nd and 7. Goff will hand it off over to Gibbs. He gets tripped up right at the 44-yard line. And 3rd down coming on up. They got to get 3 yards, the Lions. That's crazy that the team that loses this game will have a better record than the Rams and still have to play in L.A. Not only do they have to play, but they got to play in L.A. Okay. 3rd and 3. 10 seconds left on the play clock. 4:20 left to go. Another handoff that goes over to Reynolds, and he runs up the middle, and they're going to mark him down just shy of the sticks. They're going to call it a 4th and inches. And hopefully for the Vikings' sake, they try to get a stop here. They're going to call it a 4th and inches. Said that the play was under review. Looked like he showed it past the marker, but his knee was down. 4th and inches. Darnold is warming up over on the sideline for the Vikings. 7-3 Detroit. 4th and inches coming on up. 3:42 left to go in the second quarter. And now they're reviewing this, so let's see. So they're going to challenge this. Detroit's going to challenge this. I don't know. It might be a first down. But they're going to check it and see if it's a first down. And we'll see. We have a timeout on the field, and the Lions will challenge this. You know, I haven't really seen a lot of Eagles challenges. I don't think I've seen any this year. When was the last time the Eagles challenged a play? I never even thought about that till just now. When was the last time the Eagles actually had a challenge? Never even thought about it till right now. Seems like that they just don't challenge things. This game's over. It ain't over. Larry, game over or not yet. Waste of a challenge. Just run and pick up the first down. I was wondering the same thing. Why challenge there? Why even challenge? They have the clock on their side. They're winning. What do they have to lose? Don't give them ideas, but, you know. The challenge, Detroit challenged the short of the line gain ruling, and the play was upheld. The ruling on the field stands, and that's the second timeout by Detroit. Okay, well, there you have it. It's a 4th and inches at the Minnesota 42-yard line. That's what they call it. Now, when are we going to get out of this timeout? When are we getting out of this timeout? Come on. Let's speed up the process. Speed it up. Not enough memory to open this page. What are we doing? What's going on? Are we still live? We're still live? Not a big fan of challenging spots. Are we still live? Please let us know if we're still live. Uh-oh. Are we still live? Okay, good. Thank God. 4th and inches. Lions trying to get a first down. They fake the handoff. Goff is at the 50. He's looking to fire it. It's incomplete. It is incomplete. And just like that, the Vikings will get the football back. Wow. They have it at their own 42, so their defense holds up, and the Lions waste a challenge. The game's still open, man. It's still open. 3:37 left to go in the second quarter, and the Vikings are going to take over at their own 42-yard line. That was huge. That was huge. So Jones is going to be out there, and he will get the ball as he runs it. Tries to take it past the right guard. They had nobody home, and now he just runs it up the middle, gets about 2 yards, and Zadarius Smith is the one who straps him down. This is where the Vikings now pass for a touchdown, and 10-7 at halftime. They're giving the Lions extra time. 3:10 to go in this second quarter. I know. 3 minutes to go. Fake the handoff. Play action pass for Sam Darnold. Pressure's coming. He tries to avoid it, and he does. He'll run it over towards the 40, and he runs out of bounds past the line of scrimmage, and that could have been a lot worse. So it's a 2-yard gain by Sam Darnold, who did a whole lot of scrambling. The pass rush was coming, and Sam Darnold was able to escape the trouble, and he finally ran it out of bounds after about a 2-yard gain. 3rd and 6 coming on up. They still have one more play to run before the 2-minute warning. 15 seconds left on the play clock, 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. They're 2 for 6 on third down conversions today. Let's see what happens. 2:19 left to go in this first half. Darnold calling for the snap. He gets it. Here he is. He'll throw it over towards the right side. Naylor will make the catch. He takes it to the 40, and he's marked down at the Detroit 36. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. An 18-yard catch by Josh Naylor. That was a big play. So Naylor is able to make the catch, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Jalen Naylor, not Josh Naylor. It's not baseball. It's Jalen Naylor. Come on, JJ. Come on, man. Jalen Naylor makes the catch, and he gets 18 yards out of it, and we're at the 2-minute warning. That was big. That was big. With these defenses, it feels like a playoff game, says Jane. That's why they wanted it. This is why the NFL is the best. This is why we love the National Football League. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icons. He nailed it. He did nail it. He nailed it, for sure. Absolutely nailed it. See if this works again. Feels like the Vikings are too tight, says Larry. It's a good game. Oh, this is a beautiful game. Who we got? We got Vikings at 50%, and we got Lions at 50% as well. We're going to put this down over here. NHL update. It's 2-2 in the Flyers game with 1 minute to go. That game is going to go on into overtime. Vikings will receive the football in the second half. Flyers and Maple Leafs are tied 2-2 with 39 seconds to go in that third period. Let's go over there. Austin Matthews has it. Hands it off over to Nylander. Come on, man. Come on, Flyers D. Buckle down. Buckle down, man. 25 seconds to go. 11 seconds to go. It says on the on that play. Just to check, Philadelphia is the Bucs-Commanders game in Tampa. It is, because Tampa won their division. So that is correct. We going to OT? Are we going to OT? 2 seconds to go. We are. We're going to overtime in Toronto in the Flyers game. Wow. All right. Let's go back to the Vikings. Darnold's under center. 2 minutes to go. They'll hand it off over to Jones. And nobody was home towards the right side, but he got some space when he went up the middle, and he got about 3 yards. So that could have been a whole lot worse. But there was they closed the gap towards the right side, and he had to spin, and he had to find another way to just go up the middle, and he got 5 yards out of it. So it's now 2nd and 5. Remember, Detroit still has 1 timeout left. Vikings still have all 3 timeouts. 1:25 to go in the second quarter. Darnold will flip it over to Jones. Runs over towards the right side. Gets a first down and more. Takes it to the 20. And we do have a flag thrown. There's a flag thrown over towards the right side. And I think it's going to come after the play. Jones signaling for a first down. And the referees are going to come on together. Let's see what this is on. Penalty is going to be on O'Connor for a defensive holding. It's now 1st and 10 at the Detroit 18-yard line. Okay. NHL update. Flyers and Maple Leafs are at the end of the 3rd overtime. It's not how it works in the NHL. It goes to a shootout unless it's a playoff game. Unless it's a playoff game. Go Flyers, dude. Go Flyers, go. Please. Their red zone efficiency through week 17, the Vikings, was at 60% tonight. They're 0 for 2, man, in the red zone on 0 for 2 in the series, man. They'll hand it off again over to Jones, and he gets taken down after the line of scrimmage, and he just gets 1 yard out of it. DJ Reader's the one that takes him down. I would take some more time off that clock. Throw it in the end zone now before we get inside the 10, says Larry. That's true. I see your point. I see your point. I get it. Darnold in the gun. He'll get the snap. He's still looking. He'll throw it over to Jones up the middle, and he's marched short of the sticks. He just gets 4 yards out of it. Timeout number 1 burned by Minnesota with about 28 seconds to go. They rule the clock down over towards the 28 marker, and Minnesota will burn their first timeout. If they want to keep the drive alive, they got to get to the Detroit 8. Got to get to the 8-yard line. But obviously, this is where it's literally all or nothing. They're doing a good job covering Justin Jefferson and making him feel, or taking them out of the game. I gotta say that they are all over JJ. Overtime for the Flyers. We'll go to that when we go to halftime. We will. We'll go to that game. 28 seconds to go. 3rd down for the Vikings. They'll call it a 3rd and 5. Darnold in the gun. Gets the snap. He'll try to loft it over to nobody, and it's an incomplete pass. They're going to say that Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver, but he wasn't even looking for the football, and he was running over towards the end zone. Thank goodness that nobody was there, but that's not really what you want. And now you have to make another decision here. What are you going to do? Do you take the points and just take the 3? That's probably what I would do. So the Lions defense gets another stop. Blanket and JJ, others should be open. You're right. Ball spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good. It's a 31-yard field goal for Reichard, and there's 20 seconds to go. It's 7-6. 2 field goals for the Vikings, and they trail by 1 point. This red zone defense is crazy. I actually think that the Vikings are missing opportunities. Now, the Lions defense, have they done their job? In some ways, yeah, but I think that the Vikings are making mistakes. I mean, especially like Sam Darnold on the second drive in the red zone, he overthrew it a couple times. That's on him. Would a tie game here, however unlikely, actually result in an Eagles number 1 seed? No, it would not. It would not. I got the whole lecture today. No, it would not, because the Eagles have more losses than both the Vikings and the Lions do. They would technically be, instead of a game back, they'd be half a game. But that doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. That's how it would work. Minnesota's had the ball for 12 minutes and 19 seconds. Darnold is like 0 for 10 in the red zone. Yeah, he's not doing good, man. 20 seconds to go in this first half. And we have a kick that's a line drive, and it goes right out of bounds. And Detroit's going to have it at their own 40-yard line. So the kick was out of bounds. It's going to be on Reichard for kicking it out of bounds. That was beautiful. That's another thing that you want if you're a Vikings fan. So Detroit has it at their own 40-yard line. And they have 1 timeout left. Now, I don't think they're going to take a knee here. And by the way, Toronto just won in overtime. So the Flyers get a point, but the Flyers just lost. 20 seconds to go in this first half. Goff gets the snap. He's looking. He fires it. It's caught and taken out of bounds over at the 15 is Amon-Ra St. Brown. It was a 19-yard gain, and the ball spotted at the Minnesota 41. Wow. That was a terrible kick. You're right, JJ. Lions defense is bled, but Darnold is making bad throws and decisions. Yeah, he is. 7-6 Detroit at the Minnesota 41-yard line. And Goff, again, will get the snap. He looks up the middle. He'll throw it. It's caught and being taken down inside the 30. And utilizing their final timeout with 2 seconds to go will be Dan Campbell. So it's a short pass over to Raymond for about 11 yards. Wasn't really a short pass, but 2 seconds left to go. And the Lions are going to try to go for a 48-yard field goal here. That was all Reichard's fault, man. That was Reichard's fault. Giving up these 3 points, that was all his fault, man. Can't really blame a lot of it on the defense. Sure, the defense has to be better, but they've been out there for a while, and Vikings defense, I think, has actually done their job. The Lions have had some missed opportunities, too. 7-6. This is a 48-yard field goal attempt by Bates. And the Vikings will utilize their second timeout. Since the tie doesn't help us at all, I'd like for this game to end in futility, with the Lions winning 7-6, also unlikely. Well, that's not going to happen right now. Got to make the kick here, says Hardcore for All. Yeah. I know. All right, the Lions put up a 48-yard field goal by Bates. Ball spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good by Bates. 10-6 Lions. And we go into halftime. Detroit up by 4 points. And the Vikings, they have some work to do. How about Fox doing a good job at spotting that football for Bates? It's a pressure kicks is hardcore. You never know. It's true. Block and run into the 6. Don't make the kickers as DF. Well, your score is wrong. Your final score prediction, 7-6. Incorrect. All right, let me go into halftime. Like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell icons. Let's go say hi to Rising Rhino. Let's go say hi to Rising Rhino and give him the love and attention that he deserves. All right, let's go say hi to Rising Rhino. He has 27 people on there watching the stream. Let's try to get him to more and more. All right, where is his stream? It's right on over here. I'm going to... It's right here. Reichert hasn't missed a kick and still cost us 3 points. I know. Isn't that crazy? Who's number 1? Meow Meow or Skull? I'm going to vote for Skull. Let's go say hi to Rising Rhino.
All is well. We just got to play nice. Play nice like D-nice. All right. What a game. We're going to have a close one, people.
JJ
one.
Raid.
All right, let's see. Let's
go
get
say.
SOS up there.
Play by play.
Right, let me get the link.
With JJ
Bang.
in the
Got
house.
We post in the chats. Rising Rhino Raid.
Yes, sir.
Bam. There it is. Let's go over to Team SOS and show some love.
He's not looking. It's not looking.
Rising Rhino
Come
Raid.
on, Rhino.
Bam. Like number 8's up in this hoppity boppity. Like
Come on, man.
Number 8. Pow. What up?
There he is. Of course, I refreshed at the wrong
Helping out
time.
a Rhino as the best you could do, because sometimes you just can't help the situation, and that's what it is. Thanks for being on the raid there, Punchy and Dallas Mod Girl. Caesar's
Yes,
over
sir.
there. What's up? Make sure you guys go check out Play by Play with JJ and subscribe over there.
Hey, JJ,
as
how you
well.
doing tonight? I'm
The
doing
guys
good,
are
sis
man,
Kenny.
just
What's going
top-notch
on, man?
streaming.
We're just rating our boy
Top-notch
Rising
streaming.
Rhino.
Team
Rising
SOS
Rhino's
with
our
some
man.
love. Yeah,
And if he can't
buddies,
do
he's
it,
showing
no
my
one
little,
can.
Entrance.
He's awesome.
Showing some
He's
love.
awesome, man.
Smash that like button, Anthony. Hardcore. Awesome
Like and
stuff.
sub, Raiders.
Vince, Magic Man. Beautiful. BEA, beautiful. Yeah, Larry. Appreciate it. Don't forget to smash that like button. Smash it, crush it, like it, love it, JJ. Play by play with JJ coming on through. Oh, baby.
There you go. That's
Oh, baby.
what does that
Right
spell?
on through to the other side. Right on through. Oh, bam. The Rhino Pills. I don't
There
even
we
know what
go.
that means. Don't even know what it means.
Yes, sir.
Like and subscribe, Raiders.
Yes, sir. Play by play with JJ with the raid. We love it, man. We love it. We absolutely love it. Kimbernator. Is Kimbernator live? Kimbernator. I don't know, Kimbernator. I've never tuned into Kimbernator. I can look into Kimbernator. Kimbernator. Let's see. Kimbernator. Oh, let's go say hi. We can go say hi to Kimbernator. Let's go say hi. Say hi to the Kimbernator, too. Let's go give him some love.
The City 38-0.
Play by play with JJ Raid.
They got a hold of them.
Here's another one.
Seattle. Los
Kimbernator.
Angeles Rams.
Hit that thumbs up button.
25. And then next up here, let's scroll
Let's go
down
read
here.
Kimbernator.
The Chargers beat the Raiders
I don't think
34-20.
that he sees us. I don't think that he sees us. It's interesting. He does his one standing.
Play by play with JJ.
Yes, sir.
A raid by JJ. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Play-by-play with JJ raid. Thank you, my friend. How are you doing, JJ? Hey, those of you guys in chat, if you have not play-by-play with JJ, definitely drop him a follow as well. Subscribe to his channel. Great guy.
Play-by-play with JJ. There we go. Hardcore's there. Nice.
What a day in football. Was it crazy or what?
Yes, there we go.
Thank you for
Very nice.
in, man. We are doing a multi-stream, guys. So you can see the chat here next to me here.
Yes, sir.
Hey, welcome, guys. Play-by-play JJ Raid. Welcome in. What's up, guys?
Yes, sir.
We're multi-streaming. We're on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube
You're
all
on
in one
TikTok
place,
too,
guys. Welcome over.
Damn.
Welcome, Jane.
You're on TikTok
Hardcore.
too.
Welcome, guys. Thank you for the love.
JJ,
Appreciate
got a
y'all
question?
stopping in. Thank you there. Thank you
We got a
guys so
question.
much. Let's go, guys.
I don't know what he means by
This
question.
game is a big game. You couldn't be scripted any better than this. Last game of the regular season determines who gets the bye and who goes on and plays the Rams.
JJ Raid Skull. Yes, sir. Hit that thumbs up button, man, for my boy, Kibrinator. Just give you a follow, man. Actually, it says that I was subscribed to his channel before, but don't know why. I just never done his stuff. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, we'll see how this goes. We shall see how this goes. Just your friendly reminder to hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button too, and that way you'll know when we go live. Kimbrinator. Huh. Interesting. All right. Well, that was an interesting first half. There's no doubt about it. That was an interesting first half of a game. The Lions, have they played certainly well? I don't really think that they have. I really don't. They've been getting Amon-Ra St. Brown, man. JJ, hope you're having a great stream, says Anthony. Shout out to Anthony for coming on here and for being the man, the myth, and the legend. Because that's what he is. He is the man, the myth, and the legend. Let's resize me. That looks a lot better. Now you can see me more up close. I think that that's really, really nice. You know? Yeah. Good game so far. I feel like that the Vikings have had so many missed opportunities, man. Sam Darnold today in the red zone has really been the name of the game, in my opinion, from a Vikings perspective. Has Jared Goff really done anything fancy today? Not really. I mean, the 115 passing yards. He's also thrown a pick as well. The Vikings defense looks really good. I've taken note of that today. They've had some very, very good play from Andrew Van Ginkel and Jonathan Greenard, of course. They've just both been all over the place. Now, I will give the Detroit defense credit for being able to do a good job of covering Justin Jefferson. Zadarius Smith has had a very good game. 1 sack for him. Also had a tackle for loss as well. So he's been very strong in this game for the Minnesota Vikings, for the Detroit defense. But yeah, I really feel like that both teams have left a lot of meat on the bones, especially the Vikings. Pascal has done a very good job at covering Justin Jefferson, and also they're covering, they're also really doing a very good job at covering Jordan Addison as well. But it's just the other guys. TJ Hawkinson had a couple of missed catches. One of them he should have gotten. It was a diving catch that he was wide open for, and Darnold threw it on the money. That was on a 3rd down. I think it was on the second offensive series that the Vikings had. Maybe it was the second series overall in the game. But still, that was a missed opportunity. 10-6 again is the score. Lions are up in front. How did we get here, JJ? That's a very good question. So Jahmyr Gibbs ran for 25 yards in the first quarter with about 1:43 left to go. Riker then hit a field goal with 6:35 to go in the second quarter after there was a pickoff. So that made it 7-3. And then with 20 seconds left, the Vikings in the second quarter were able to make it a 1-point game as the red zone offense went stale again, and it was 7-6. And then Bates, after what was a bad kick by Riker that ended up going out of bounds, the Lions were able to start at their own 40-yard line, and then they got into field goal range, and Bates made a 48-yard field goal, and the Lions are up 10-6. So that's how things have been going so far. Hi, Jiva Newts. Drop that link down below, Jiva Newts. You know what to do. Defense came to play. Darnold, Kevin O'Connell, Reichard, and Hawkinson have not. That's the truth. That is definitely the truth. Something else I want to also say as well is that missed tackle by Cashman early on was big. I know that he's had 4 tackles in this game, but they could have had a big stop on that first drive on Jahmyr Gibbs, and Cashman was literally had him right on the ropes, and getting that first down was a big one, man. So I put some blame on him as well in that first half. It's been a very good officiated game for the most part. But yeah, lots of tense moments between the both of these teams. It's been exciting. Well, we need a hot half for my score prediction to be even close. I said 39-34 was my final score prediction. Vikings. So I'm going to need them to get 33 points. It's going to have to be back and forth. It is. It's going to have to be back and forth. It means it also can't go into overtime either, because I had a 5-point margin of victory. So, well, maybe it can, because if they get a field goal, it can. It technically can. If they get a field goal and then a safety ends the game. So it's technically possible. I think that they ended up getting a stop on that drive anyways. Yeah, they did. They ended up getting a stop there, but that was still a bad play. They did. They ended up getting a stop on that. Luckily it didn't come back to bite them, but that was still a play. I have to sort of put some blame on him too. I'll just sprinkle that in. That's sort of like a little sprinkle at the very, very end. Jack Campbell's having a very good game. He's been covering Hawkinson very well ever since he had those wide open plays. So he's been good. Zadarius Smith has been a beast. Who would have thunk, man? And DJ Reader has had a very good game too. So it's been a wild one. Jefferson with just 2 receptions and 6 targets for 37 yards. And Addison only has 1 catch. Isn't that crazy to think about? Addison has 1 catch on 2 targets. He had none. He had no receiving yards in that first half. Whoever thought that would happen probably won a lot of money from that. It's 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. By the way, the Maple Leafs just won their 4th game in a row with that overtime win in Toronto against the Philadelphia Flyers. The Eagles will open their postseason the same way they opened up the regular season against the Packers. Except they're not playing in whatchamacallit. Where do they play? Germany. They're not playing in Germany. Hawkinson's not worth the money, says Larry. Well, hopefully he proves you wrong in this second half. We're ready to get things rolling. The Vikings will get the ball to start off the second half. Both teams today on third down, they've converted 3 times. Lions are 3 for 7. The Vikings are 3 for 8. So Bates will kick it off, and he sends it end over end. And it's going to be caught right at the end zone and taking the knee for a touchback is the kick returner for the Minnesota Vikings, and that is Ty Chandler. Dan Campbell, Detroit has 15 straight regular season wins when leading at halftime. That's the longest current winning streak in the NFL. Can the Vikings spoil that? Or will the Lions extend that to 16 games? So Darnold will break the huddle now. Let's see what they drew up out of halftime. Darnold's under center. Akers is the single back. Hockenson was in motion. Akers will run it over towards the right side, and they'll try to squirm on past a defender, but DJ Reader is going to be the one to tackle him after just about a short gain of 2 yards, along with Onwuzunike. That's the first play. Darnold gets the snap. He's looking downfield, and they'll throw it, and it is incomplete in no man's land. I said that was supposed to go to Jordan Addison. It was literally to nobody. He threw it to nobody there. 3rd and 8. 3rd down. Coming on up. Third down at the Minnesota 32-yard line. Darnold lines them up. Triple receivers lined up over towards the left side. Jefferson was in motion for a second and now stops. Darnold will get the snap. Pressure's coming. He'll roll over towards the right side. He throws it, and it's incomplete. It was supposed to go to Jefferson. Robertson was covering him, and there's a couple of flags. And I'm guessing that they're going to call a defensive pass interference on Branch. They're going to call illegal contact on Branch, and that's going to result in a first down for Minnesota, and they'll spot the football at the Minnesota 37-yard line. Okay. I have a hard time thinking that. Vikings need 2 safeties to tie it up. Lithuania, says Larry. Yeah, they played in Germany. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it was Germany. I didn't cover that game because I was sick. I remember that. I remember that. All right. So they got a first down because of a penalty. Darnold under center now. Fakes the handoff. He's looking downfield. And they'll try to throw a bomb, but it is incomplete. It was supposed to go to Addison, his second-hand man. And it's, again, incomplete. Barkley just tweeted out, nothing like playoff football. I got to get back. I did not expect a 10-6 halftime score. A handoff again over to Jones. He'll take it all the way to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and he's marked down inside the 5. That was actually Cam Akers who ran it for 58 yards, and he's marked down at the Detroit 5-yard line. Akers did a good job at just taking it over towards the right side. It was a great handoff, and then he just cut through the seams and got through the teeth of the defense and did a incredible run for 58 yards. Almost a 60-yard run for Cam Akers. That was Akers. Yes, it was. So Akers got it, and then they're going to have it at the 5-yard line. First and goal This time they'll hand it off over to Akers again, and that time he gets no gain. I always find it funny when they get caught and throw their hands up like, you got me, you're under arrest, says Jane. I know. 2nd and goal coming on up. Nice play by Cam Akers, man. Nice play by Cam. 5-yard line. This is where the Vikings go to die. Now they'll have Aaron Jones out there as the single back. Jefferson is in motion. Darnold is looking to throw it over to Jones, who does make the catch inside the 3, and he runs out of bounds towards the near side, and he's marked down at the 2. 3rd and goal. And the clock still runs. So they fake the jet sweep there over to Justin Jefferson. And Jones then became a receiver. It was a nice tackle by Peterson. Or by Robertson, that is. 3rd and goal. They can pass block very well. Yes, they can. Darnold under center again. Hawkinson in motion. Fake the handoff again. Darnold looking to escape the pressure. Rolls over towards the left side. Will try to loft it, and it is incomplete. And it's 4th and goal territory at the Detroit 2. And Kevin O'Connell shaking his head. And it looks like that their offense is going to stay back out there. It looks like it's going to stay out there. It's still 10-6 Detroit. And the game, honestly, this is a big point of the game. Recommendation according to Next Gen Stats, say go for it. Putting in all the chips here. All the chips. Darnold in the shotgun formation again. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Here's the snap. He's looking towards the right. Now looks down the center. Nobody was open, and they'll have to run it over towards the right side. He was looking to throw it towards the end zone, and it's incomplete. Addison tried to make a diving catch, and he was well covered. And the Lions, again, will take over on downs. Again. Unbelievable. Addison tried to make a diving catch. He was covered very well there. And the Lions will have it at their own 2-yard line. That is unbelievable. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop is literally the same exact question that the Vikings are asking themselves tonight. How many snaps inside the 7 can they have without a touchdown? The world may never know. I cut that. I cut that. I just pressed the dot and I cut that. That's really funny. It just made me think about that. I saw that comment and I thought about that and I thought that was really funny. But that's also frustrating for you. Detroit has it at their own 2-yard line. And again, the Vikings turn it over on downs. 8 plays, 68 yards in 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Was it the right decision to go for it? With the way things were going today, I would have had Reichard probably kick it. And I'm not even saying hindsight's 20/20. You want to try to make a statement out there and you want to be aggressive, I know. But your offense hasn't. You really have to trust your offense, man. You do. You have to trust them. Play-by-play with JJ. You made a funny comment. Jane, that's exactly what I said earlier. Driving deep in the red zone doesn't help. They need to go for the end zone when they are at 20 or 30 yards out. That way Jefferson can do his thing. No more red zone, man. I know, I just cut that highlight call. Thought that was really funny. The world may never know. How many plays inside the 5 will it take for the Vikings to throw a touchdown? Ay. This red zone offense is so bad. Sam Darnold has been terrible today, man. I mean, that one pass that was literally in no man's land. Who was he throwing it to, bro? All right. Lions have it inside the 2. Goff with a play action pass. He's looking deep. He'll try to fire it downfield, and it is picked off right at the 50. They'll actually say it was picked off at the 46, intercepted by Smith. Who's that? Harris? Is that Hunter Smith? That's Harrison Smith, who's able to make the interception, and the Vikings get the ball back. The second turnover today by the Lions. That's the 37th career INT for Harrison Smith. And he was backpedaling and was still able to leap up and make the catch and land flat on his back. Wow. Why even go for a deep pass there? You have the lead. It's first down. My gosh, man. Darnold is 10 for 25, abysmal. And he gets the ball back. This is a funny game, man. Old man Harrison Smith still has it. And the Vikings are going from right to left. They'll hand it off to Jones, who takes it to the 50. And he is marked down inside the 50 at the 47-yard line. Old man Harrison, man. And we have a Lions player down. Uh-oh, that was Arnold. Arnold has had a good game today for them. He's been one of those guys that's been covering some of the key players for Minnesota. Terry and Arnold at right cornerback is down, and he is in pain. With about 11 minutes and 39 seconds to go in the third quarter. Just throws it deep 3 times, says Larry. Yep. And we have an injury timeout. Terry and Arnold's now hurt, and now you got to throw it to Justin Jefferson. That better open up the passing game for him. Yep. Now throw it to JJ. Throw it to me. The joke never gets tiring. It really doesn't. JJ is going to have to throw it to JJ next year. It's going to be something else that we look for. Ugh. Larry, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being terrible, 10 feeling fantastic, how are we feeling? On a scale of 1 to 10. Other fans that are on here, how are you feeling? Right now, on the scale of 1 to 10. I'm ready to let Darnold walk in free agency, says Larry. That's your scale of 1 to 10, so I'll take that as a 10. I'm about a 2.5, says Larry. Okay. That's fair enough. You're not at a 1 yet. I was thinking about a 3 would be good. I like your hat except for one big thing, says Jane. One big thing. Oh yeah, we didn't win it that year. Jane says a 4. Don't poke Larry with a stick. No, we're not doing that. I'm not poking any bears. Because guess what? The Chicago Bears are eliminated. And that's the only bear that I poke. The Chicago Bears. I like Larry. I do too. But, we all have fun on here. It's all for fun and games. Like, subscribe, and hit those bell icons, man. Hit those notification bell icons. 2nd and 3 for Minnesota. Scott, you better, says Larry. 2nd and 3. Darnold will get the snap. Will look to throw it over to Jones, who catches it in the flat, takes it all the way towards the 45 to the 40, and he's wrapped up at the 37-yard line. That's a 10-yard gain by AJ. And a first down at the Detroit 37-yard line. What time is it? 10:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Lions up by 4. Terrion Arnold just got carted off the field. And that's probably going to be it for him. This is the game we waited for all week, says Simone. Simone covers the Eagles. Shout out to Simone with the sports. Like Simone. She's my girl, man. Fake handoff pass for Darnold. Pressure's coming. He'll try to throw it, and it's incomplete. Oh, my gosh. He got away with that, dude. He got away with that. Zadarius Smith was right there. And if that was a little bit higher, that would have been a pick. That would have been a pick. And he is mad at himself. Man, Sam Darnold got away with one right there. There is a flag thrown, though. They're going to call intentional grounding on Sam Darnold. And it's a 13-yard penalty. And it'll be 2nd and a mile coming on up. 2nd and 23. That sends them back to the 50. And they got to get to the 27-yard line. Yeah, this game is not living up to the hype. Ugh. What a game. Dude, Zadarius Smith is so mad at himself for not catching that. 2nd and 23, they'll break the huddle again. Darnold lines him up in the gun once again. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Jefferson lines up over towards the outside. On the right, Darnold will get the snap. He'll look to throw it. He finds Jefferson, who will make the catch at the 40, and he's marked down at the 33. So it's a 17-yard gain. It's a 3rd and 6 coming on up. Jefferson was lined up against Robertson, and he got some separation on the nice footwork. He was able to break his ankles there, sort of pushed him off a little bit. Robertson was like, where's the flag? Nope, no flag. Justin Jefferson, 7 targets, 3 receptions for 54 yards. All right, Darnold again will get the snap. He's looking to throw it, and it is incomplete over to Jefferson again. How could he not make that catch? I don't know. And it's now 4th and 6. I mean, he would have caught it short of the sticks anyways, but Justin Jefferson has been so frustrated today. 10 minutes to go. Justin should have had that perfect throw there, too, right into the chest. And Jefferson bobbled it and could not haul it in. This is a 51-yard field goal for Reichard. Ball spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good. He got it right down Broadway. 10-9, 3 field goals for the Vikings. They trail by 1 with 9:55 left to go in quarter number 3. Here comes the dreaded field goal miss. Larry, you got it. You got it, Larry. That was clutch. Made up for the lost 3 points that he had earlier. This is a 51-yarder. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to take a very, very quick step off. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We're back. We are back on here. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the notification bell icons. Reichard will kick it off again for the Vikings. This time it does go end over end towards the back of the end zone and taking the knee on special teams. Be the Vikings, so now the Lions have the football back. All right. Well, Jared Goff is going to go back out there. Goff today has thrown 2 picks. Has a 49% rating in this game. 13 for 18 in the passing game. He's had a very, not such a good day, man. Goff will be under center. And they're going to fake the handoff, another play-action pass for Goff. He's looking to throw it, and he does. It's caught at the 30, taken to the 35, and running out towards the 39. Inside the 40 is Jahmyr Gibbs. So it is a 9-yard gain, a little short pass over to Jahmyr Gibbs, and he was able to get 7 yards after the catch. And Metellus chased him out of bounds. They'll break the huddle. It's now 2nd and 1. 9:28 left to be played in this third quarter. And Gibbs will get the handoff, takes it past the left guard, the right guard, that is, and he'll get a first down. Hunter Phillips was there to make the tackle. They could have stopped him short, but he had a little bit of room and was able to get past the sticks. There's Adolfo Mensa, who's the general manager of the Minnesota Vikings. He's out there watching in Detroit. There's another snap, and the catch will be made over to Laporta. It was a short pass for about 3 yards there. But the blunders are because Darnold is pressured all the time. I'm not saying that the Lions defense is blowing anybody away. They're just winning at the line of scrimmage. True. Yeah. No, like you make a point there. You make a point. They are providing a little bit of pressure. They are, but I also think that Darnold has to be better too. I do. I think that 2 things can be true. Sure. Are they providing a little bit of pressure up front? They are. They are making them think quicker, but Darnold has to be better. And he's making a lot of mistakes. But yes. 2nd and 3 at the Detroit 48-yard line. Same argument with Jaden Daniels, man. And then we talk about that Washington game against the Philadelphia Eagles. 2nd and 3, and they'll hand it off over to Gibbs. And he'll get past Redmond, but he gets taken down by Cashman after about a 3-yard gain. And that's good enough for a first down, again by the Lions. 4 plays and 21 yards. Terrion Arnold suffered a foot injury, and the Lions say that he is questionable to return tonight, according to Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter as well. Goff will get the snap again. He's looking to throw it over to Williams, and Byron Murphy Jr. takes him down to a loss of 5 yards. Williams was over towards the left side. He was in the flat, and as soon as he caught it, Byron Murphy was there to make the head tackle right at the ankles and did a good job at flipping him over. And now it's 2nd and 15 at the Detroit 46. Darnold has been much better than this under pressure all year. 2nd and 15. Yeah, why is he struggling tonight? I don't know. And Goff will get the snap, but we have some flags. And they're going to call a false start on the Detroit offense, and it's going to be a 5-yard penalty that sends them back over at the Detroit 41-yard line. Going to call it a 2nd and 19 on Decker. Crazy. 2nd down and 19 yards to go. Goff will get the snap again, and he'll throw it. It's caught by Laporta inside the 40, and he is down at the 41. Got about a couple of yards after the catch, and it's a 3rd and 2 at the Minnesota 41-yard line. And the Vikings needed to get another stop here. It's 3rd and 2 at the Minnesota 41. Laporta makes a nice wide open leaping catch. And Goff will get it in the gun again. Dual receivers towards the left, motion towards the near side. Goff gets it, throws it up the middle, and it's caught by Laporta again. Or by Amon-Ra St. Brown for 12 yards. And another first down at the Minnesota 29 this time. Seems out of sorts for a reason. I know he can run, and he hasn't done that either, so I hear you for sure. Yeah, we got Darnold back seeing ghosts to the reemergence of Jared Goff tonight. Bad QB play from both teams. 2nd and 4, as Williams just gets 6 yards. It was a catch that he was able to provide. It was a short catch, and Andrew Van Ginkel was there to make the stop. Van Ginkel this year with 11.5 sacks through week 17. 17 tackles for losses. We'll call it a 2nd and 4. And Goff will hand it off over to Gibbs, and he gets 3 yards. Skipper is reported as eligible. And a 3rd and short will be coming up in just a few moments. Call it a 3rd and 1 at the 20. This would be a 38-yard field goal for the Detroit Lions. They'll say it's a 3rd and inches. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. And we have a flag issued. There's a flag. I call it a first down in Detroit. They had a peek at it. And the Lions pick up the first down. Huh. So, they called it a first down. They reviewed it. And there's a first down. Ball spotted at the Minnesota 18-yard line. This feels like two teams that aren't ready for prime time. Another handoff over to Gibbs as he runs it over towards the inside, gets past the right guard, and he gets 3 yards out of it. Van Ginkel and Cashman there to stop him. Jameer in this game, 16 rushes for 55 yards. He hasn't really been crushing it on the ground game per se. He says it's too bad that Darnold can't hit Hawkinson for more receptions because this ticket would have cashed otherwise. Oh, she had something? Boy. 2nd down and 7 yards to go. Fake the pitch, and they'll throw it over to Brown over towards the flat. He'll make the catch. It's just a short gain, though, as he lunges forward and gets 3 yards. Greenard and Smith are there to take him down. 3 minutes and 43 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter. JJ, I missed that. Miss what? What did we miss? What did we miss? 10-9, Detroit. 3rd and 4. As Goff will be under center. There is a single back out there. They'll hand it off to Gibbs, and he gets past the left tackle to the Minnesota 10. And Cashman able to make the tackle. Now it's 4th down, 4th and 2 for the Lions, who lead it 10-9. And the Vikings defense looking to stay true. 4th and 2. Lions today 1 for 2 on 4th down conversions. Team USA is golden again. Good job by USA for hockey, man. Goff will get the snap. He's looking up the middle. He'll throw it into the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown by Jahmyr Gibbs. It's 16-9, and the Lions, they lead it by 7 points. Wow. And this crowd just erupted. 70 plays in 7 minutes and 25 seconds. Wow. Wide open up the middle, too. That was actually a good play call. And they executed that perfectly. And Gibbs pitched or spiked the football into the stands. Extra point coming up. Ball spotted. And the kick is good. So it is still a one-possession game. It's 17-9. And with 2:30 left to go in the third quarter, Vikings trail by 8. Lions, if they hang on and win, they have the 1 seed. And they have the bye. You got to score on this drive here, man. Back-to-back gold medals for Team USA. And they were down from a 2-goal deficit to win it in overtime at the World Juniors. Congratulations to them, man. Vikings are going to need some offense right now or this could get out of reach. Yeah, they got to score on this drive. Vikings need a rocket up them. They need something up there, you know what. Crazy. Back-to-back gold medals for Team USA in the World Juniors. They beat Finland in the gold medal game. That is so awesome, man. That is so cool. That is so sick. Eagles might be the best NFC team after all. Telling you, the Eagles are a good team, but I don't know, man. USA, baby! This isn't a good game. Like, neither of these teams are really impressing me tonight. Honestly. Now, the Vikings still have a response. And I still... I don't think this game is over, but they've got to respond on this drive. That is so cool, though, for Team USA. Gibbs makes it look so easy. What other scores are on right now? We got the Ducks. They won 4-1. Why is my thing frozen? Uh-oh. Kings are winning 115-83. Let's refresh my ticker. Does that work? There we go. Okay. My ticker wasn't working. The ticker was not working. All right, 17-9, Detroit. What's up, Jiva Newts? Thank you so much for being on here. That's how you play the red zone, baby. This is Jane. Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong when you're right. So Bates kicks it towards the back of the end zone. And the Vikings have some work to do. These are Darnold's first real times in pressure situations like these, even though he's been in the league for 7 years, almost not shot till he looks spooked. But he's going to need to get it together. Larry said he's been doing very good under pressure a lot this year, just not in this type of a game. Aaron Jones will run it up the middle, and he gets about 3 yards. Yep, Yep, just got done getting gas, so that sounds fun. 2nd and 7. Where'd you go? Darnold will get the snap. He'll roll over towards the right side, and he'll try to throw it, and it is caught by Jefferson. He does make the catch, and he gets past the sticks, but there is a flag thrown. It was actually Naylor who caught it for 27 yards, and the penalty is going to be on Detroit. I was looking, and I was like, wait, it looks like it's Jefferson, but no, it's Naylor. Naylor caught it, man. Wow, that sounds good. So it's a 1st and 10 at the Detroit 40-yard line. Penalty was on Mafonu. It was a defensive holding. The penalty is declined. Their offense isn't penetrating those holes either. No, they're not. Just don't get it into the red zone is the name of the game tonight. 1:50 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Darnold is now under center. Addison's over towards the left. They'll hand it off to the running back, Aaron Jones, and he gets 3 yards, and Branch and Vilder each make the tackle. Sorry, sight hearing off by the migraines and a sinus can't do the trick. Oh, dude, I'm sorry about that. Darnold will get the snap again, rolls over towards the right side, finds a receiver who will make the catch. That's Oliver for 3 yards, and it's a 3rd and 4. I really thought Minnesota was going to win. Oh, they still can. This game ain't over. You kidding me? There still is a long ways to go. We still got a whole quarter to play, man. It's only an 8-point game. They have to respond on this drive, though, if they want to still be in it. 3rd and 4 in Detroit. 3rd and 4. Darnold, what's he going to do? It's a big play here. He'll get the snap. He's looking. He'll throw it up the middle, try to find Hawkinson, and they don't call a PI there. They say it's an incomplete pass. He looked like he was well covered, and it looked like there was some contact, but they're not going to call it. Man, kind of feels over. You got some separation there. I don't know, he got in his way. That was... It slapped him right on the hands. I don't know. They call it an incomplete pass. It's now 4th and 4, and they're going to kick a 52-yard field goal. But before that, the referee is going to take the football real quick, and they're going to do it again. 28 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter. Reichard will try to kick a 51-yard field goal. Ball spotted. Kick is up by Reichard, and the kick is wide right. Wide right. And no good, and the Lions will get it back at their own 41-yard line. Oh, wow. Reichard again making a mistake and not being able to come through. Wow. 23 seconds left to go. He missed that. Reichard missed a 51-yard field goal. So question, did the Eagles win the game today? Yeah, they did. 1st and 10 at the Detroit 41-yard line. Fake the handoff, Jared Goff, that is, and they'll throw it over towards the right side. Gibbs will make the catch. He'll take it all the way to the 50, and they'll take it out of bounds over towards the Minnesota 45-yard line. And that's how the 3rd quarter ends. So it's a 14-yard pass, and we go into the 4th quarter. Gary Anderson, Blair Walsh, Daniel Carlson, and now Will Reichard. Yep. 4th quarter coming on up. I'm going to ask you a trivia question. An NFL trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay. I want to know, what is the longest field goal in NFL history? What is the longest field goal in NFL history, and who kicked that field goal? Anybody know? Like, subscribe, hit the bell icons, man. Hit those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live. It was a 63-yard field goal, is what our first response is. And that is incorrect. 66, says J-Rep, and that is correct. 67 yards, and that was Prater. That is incorrect. 59 yards, an Eagles player with a half foot. I know it's Tucker for a few years back, but I'm not sure on the distance. It is Justin Tucker, and whoever said 66 yards, that is correct as well. AJ Cerro Gaming, 66 yards. Steven Wisnowski from the Patriots. No, it was not. It was not, oh my gosh, what's his name? Not Wisnowski. Jaworski from the Patriots. No. But Justin Tucker did it. It was for 66 yards. Do you remember who he did it against? It was 64 yards by Prater, and that was against the Broncos in 2013. But Justin Tucker did it against who? Against who? Who did he do it against? Anybody want to remember? I forgot his last name. Yeah, I can't remember what his last name is either. The Patriots guy. Oh my gosh, it wasn't Folk. Who was there before? Steven, oh my gosh. Patriots kicker. Gostkowski, that's correct. Gostkowski, that's who I was thinking of. Was it the Lions? It was the Lions. Yes, it was. The Lions, yep. That's why I asked. That's why I asked. It was against the Lions. Yes, it was. All right, so here we go in the fourth quarter. Start things off. Laporta gets the pass, and it's 2nd and 10 now with 14:34 to go. So at the end of the third quarter, Laporta made an 11-yard catch. He took it over to the Minnesota 34. And then we had an incomplete pass that was supposed to go to Amon-Ra St. Brown, but Van Ginkel was there to make the coverage. Ginkel tipped it, and Van Ginkel actually could have caught that. He could have caught it. He caught it. He could have caught that, man. It was blocked and deflected, and he could not catch it. Jared Goff will get the snap again. He throws it over towards the right side, and it's caught for about 9 yards. Van Ginkel literally just missed an INT. Za'Darius Smith missed one too, man. 3rd and 1 at the Minnesota 25-yard line. 3rd and 1 at the 25. Just missed a pick six, dude. That's crazy. My TV froze and I didn't see it. Then when it unfroze, I saw it. Goff will get the snap again. He throws it, fires up the middle. It's caught past the sticks. There's a first down by Williams for 12 yards. And Kowski attempted a 76-yard field goal on the Oakland Raiders in San Diego in 2008. I'm guessing that failed. Crazy. Oh, yeah. First and 10 at the Minnesota 15. They'll hand it off to Gibbs again. Takes it inside over towards the 10, towards the 5, and he's into the end zone. And it's 23-9. Detroit is up by 14 points. Jahmyr Gibbs got into the end zone for the second time today. Wow. And that makes it now 23-9. Lions up by 14 points. You can't write this up, man. Can't write this up. Gibbs got a great block. Had a wide open gap. Extra point coming up. Ball spotted. Kick is up, and it is good. It is good. The Lions are alive. Yes, they are. And now the Vikings are in desperation mode. They're going to have to be perfect here on both ends. The Dan Campbell Love Fest will continue, says Hardcore for All. I don't know, man. Going for it on the fourth down there and finding what's his name open in the end zone was a backbreak of a killer. And Van Ginkel's dropped INT. That could have been a pick six potentially. Crazy. We're so close to getting 40 likes. We need just 2 more, man. We need 2 more to get to 40. I'm actually really impressed that we're almost at 40 on this stream, man. Not what I expected. That was a game changer. It was a game changer. It was. Tomorrow night, we got the Sixers. Another team that messes with our heart. Sixers play at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. And then on Wednesday, we got Sixers again. Actually, Tuesday night, we're going to be doing an Eagles versus Packers preview, and we're going to be taking phone calls on Discord. We will. We'll be taking phone calls on Discord to preview that game and get your thoughts on that. So that should be fun. I'll make sure that I schedule that ahead of time. That'll be for Tuesday for now. It should be at 7 o'clock. I'll have to double check and make sure that we're good for that time. And then Wednesday, we got the Sixers again. Sixers are home. Who did they play that night? Let's double check right now. Who did the Sixers play? And then Friday, Sixers are playing, but we're not doing that. We got Villanova ice hockey on Friday. And that will be at 4:45. I'll post that in the calendar too. And then on Sunday, we got the Philadelphia Eagles playing at 4:30. And then the Sixers play the Magic at 6 o'clock. We're not going to be able to do that game. So we're going to have to miss the next 2 Sixers games. Campbell's a blockhead. Poor decisions and clock management. Says Larry, yeah. I don't always trust his decisions, dude. So we got 2 Sixers games this week. And then an Eagles game. Discord. There's the Discord server. You're more than welcome to join the Discord server. If you guys want to hop onto the phones and come on Tuesday, please do so. Bates will kick it high and deep, and it goes towards the back of the end zone, and the Vikings will have it at their own 30-yard line. We got that coming off. This drive right here will tell a story. This is it. This is the game. This is officially the game here. If they don't score. Sam Darnold is out there under center as the Vikings will go from left to right. 5 seconds left on the play clock. And they'll pitch it back over to Akers, who tries to zigzag up the middle, and he gets 2 yards out of it. Tried to take it towards the right side. No hole was made, so then he shimmied over towards his left and ran up the middle and got just 2 yards out of it. 2nd and 8 with 12:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. Darnold will get the snap again, rolls over towards the left side, throws it over to Akers, and Akers gets right on the dotted line, and it's a 3rd and 5 at the Minnesota 35-yard line. 3rd down coming on up. Darnold today, 14 for 32, 15 for 33 in the passing game for just 156 yards. I was totally wrong about this game so far. 24-9, 3rd down for the Vikings. Addison with 1 reception, and he still hasn't had any yards. Unbelievable. 3 seconds to go on the play clock. Darnold will get the snap. He's looking towards the left. Now looks over towards the center, and now has to roll over towards his right side. Will throw it, and it is incomplete, but there is a flag issued, and they're going to say that it was downfield on Detroit, it looks like. It'll be on Anzalone. It's a defensive holding, and the Vikings will get a 1st down out of it. Zone was covering Hawkinson. That was away from the play. Oh, man. Was that a horse collar there? And just a holding, man. Defensive holding. They call it a defensive holding. 400 yards? Yeah. I was wrong about that. And we have an injury on Wuzanuke. He got hurt on the play. And we'll have another injury timeout. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts left remaining. 2nd straight drive helped by a penalty. And it was away from the play as well. USA has Johnny Gaudreau's USA jersey hanging by their bench right now. It's been in their dressing room the whole tournament, man. Wow. That's insane. I'm going to repost that. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Darnold will get the snap under center. Will look to throw it. It's a little screen pass over to the Akers, and he got it. But he just only got a yard. Was able to catch it behind the line and just got 1 yard gained out of it. Defensive injuries just keep coming for those Lions. Oh, they do. Johnny Hockey, man. That's pretty wild. 2nd and 9 for Minnesota. That gives me goosebumps, dude. Darnold in the gun again. He'll get the snap. He's looking, throws it up the middle, and it is incomplete. It was supposed to go to Hawkinson, and he was covered by Branch. And another 3rd down coming on up. It's all right. I'll keep posting until you read it, JJ. What are we doing? I'm Brian Dawkins versus the whole 0 and the Lions offense. It's the body bad game. I'm supplying coffins, so bring on the Falcons, the Giants, and the Dolphins. I saw it. I can't always read everything. It's a lot of eyes on everything, so don't get offended. But no, that was funny. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Darnold again will get the snap. He's looking, pressure's coming, and he's sacked for a loss of 7 by Muhammad. There's Aiden Hutchinson over on the sideline. He's all fired up. And the game on the line now for the Minnesota Vikings. It's 4th and 16. Just like that. 6 targets for Hawkinson, 1 catch. All right, so they are not going to go for it. They're going to utilize the special teams here. And the punt is high, And it is going to be pretty deep, actually. It'll be caught at the 15. And the Vikings do get a tackle right at the 25-yard line. And with 10:13 to go, Detroit has it at their own 26. You got to punt, says Larry. And they are. They will punt. And they did. So the ball is at the Detroit 26-yard line. Kevin Saltzer says game over. They'll have to deal with the Rams, too. Not a for sure win there. Nope. Not at all. Not at all. Couldn't even pin him deep. Dude, it's so crazy, man. What a wild game. I mean, it hasn't even been a fun one. I expected this game to be up to the hype. This was like one of those movies like where you saw a really great trailer. The trailer was awesome, but the movie sucked. It's literally like that. Wait till next year. JJ's coming back. JJ will save us. JJ will save us. I know. I'm not even mocking you, man. Like, that's frustrating. Monday night, Vikings at the Rams. That's what it's looking like right now. Still 10 minutes left to go in this game. On the bright side, I'm very excited to watch the Thunder and the Cavs game tomorrow. I don't think that was really on my mind. JJ, I was just about ready to say that. Wait till JJ comes back. 50 seasons. 50. I can only imagine. I can only imagine if I... Man. That's hard. 50 seasons. No, about the movie and the trailer? Oh. Yeah. That's funny. They'll hand it off over to Gibbs, who takes it all the way to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, to the 50, to the 45. He's marked down at the 30, or right at the 27, but he lost the ball. He did. He lost the ball. Who got on top of it, though? It looked like it was the Lions, and they did. He lost the ball for a second, and it's a 47-yard gain by Jahmyr Gibbs. He did. He got a 47-yard gain there. Excited to watch Dak play some golf, says Kevin. Ran it right outside and got a first down and a lot. It was backpedaled. He lost the ball and then just got on top of it. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Right at the 27-yard line. A handoff that goes over to Gibbs, who gets tripped up right at the 24. Nine minutes and 5 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Excited to watch Dak play. Jahmyr Gibbs, 19 touchdowns in 2024. That's the most. 3 tonight. And imagine if David Montgomery didn't even play. I'm sure he might have more, dude. 2nd and 7. And Goff will hand it off over to Gibbs again, who runs inside, takes it all the way towards the 15. And he's marked down at the Minnesota 14-yard line. Time to pack up a bowl, play some guitar, and go to sleep, says Larry. So Arnold is out for the rest of the game, in case you're wondering. There's Van Ginkel going over towards the sideline for the Vikings. Field goal here makes it a 3-possession game. Does. 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. 7:55. Now left to play. 5 seconds are left on the play clock. Goff will hand it off to his running back, Jahmyr Gibbs, and he gets 5 yards. And Murphy and Pace are there to take him down. Wild. James says, I'll be right over, Larry. 2nd and 5 at the 9. I feel you. Goff now under center again. Goff fakes the handoff, rolls over towards the right side. He's looking, still looking, and he'll just run it right out of bounds. And he gets a loss of 4 yards. They call it a sack. That to me is not a sack. Like when it's a loss of 4, like that should just be a loss. It wasn't like he took him down or anything like that. He ran it out of bounds. So is that technically a sack? No, not in my opinion, but that's what they rule it as. Harry says, sure. James says, I can play the keyboard and sing if you like classic rock. I like classic rock too. Goff gets the snap again, looks and throws it over towards the right side. And the catch is made by Laporta. It's a 7-yard catch. 4th and 2. It's coming on up at the 6. The recommendation is a field goal. And Dan Campbell, guess what he's not going to do? He's not going to go for a field goal. There still is a slight chance here. Goff will line him up. See what they do. He's under center. Vikings trying to improvise here. And there was some movement up front and some flags as well. There is some flags. And what's the call? They're going to call offsides. Neutral zone infraction on the defense. And it's now a 1st and goal. I saw a movement up front, and I figured it was on the Vikings. And it was. Wow. 24-9 Detroit. Man. 5 minutes and 34 seconds. Dante says, does Minnesota just want to lose? I don't know. I guess so. Goff will get the snap again. He'll hand it off over to Gibbs, and he gets tripped up at the 2. He's actually still on his feet, and he got in. Touchdown, Jahmyr Gibbs. He was at the 2, and he still was on his feet. Poor tackling by the Vikings. And there's Justin Jefferson over on the sideline just shaking his head. And the Lions, they lead at 30-9. 7 plays, 74 yards in 5 minutes with the time of possession. He was still on his feet. They got a good block in the back, too, by one of the offensive linemen for the Detroit Lions. Harrison Smith with the rookie mistake. Extra point is up, and it's good. Oh, it's good. 31-9, Detroit Lions. Is there enough for everyone, Larry? Larry says no, William. Fortunately, no, it's BYOM. Wow. Timeout with 5:14 left to go. in this game. And that should just about wrap it up. Oy, oy, oy. I gotta make my schedule after this. So we play Sunday at 4:30. He says the Lions didn't even have to play defense tonight. Darnold made it so easy for them. Dude, he made a lot of mistakes. Will be wild for Minnesota to have this insanely good season, and it ends in LA next week. So he also followed that up and said that. Lions are on the verge of history. Before this season, the highest Detroit ever had been seeded is 2 in 1991, when the Lions lost the NFC Championship game in Washington, and the score of that was 41-10. Insane. Kevin, or the 2000 NFC Championship game versus the Giants. Wild, man. Would this also be the Lions' 15th win of the season? Oh, yes, it would be. They would be 15-2. Yes. And the Vikings would be 14-3. They took Justin Jefferson out of the game tonight. And when Jefferson did have moments, could not come through. Now, I will tell you that Jahmyr Gibbs took on over in that second half. And he balled. He did. He balled. And the running game is what separated them compared to the Vikings. It did. 5 minutes and 14 seconds to go. It would be their 15th win, yes. Kickoff by Bates. That goes over towards the back of the end zone. And a touchback, and the Vikings will have it at their own 30. So they're going to have to pretty much go for a Hail Mary here and score quick. They're going to have to score so quickly here. There's not much time. 5:14 left. They got to throw a bomb. The Lions have never won 15 games before. Fake handoff pass. It's going to be a play action, and the throw is going to be made over towards the right side, and it's caught by Hawkinson right at the line of scrimmage, though. What kind of a play call was that? You gotta make quick plays here, man. And you gotta go deep. You gotta fire it. You don't have time for these short plays. And he didn't even run it out of bounds. He couldn't get out of bounds. That was a terrible decision by Darnold. A terrible play call. 2nd and 9. Darnold will get the snap again. He's looking towards the left. Now looks over towards the right side. Steps up as the pocket's collapsing. He's going to run it. Takes it to the 35, to the 40, and runs out of bounds. He does. He runs it out of bounds and takes it to the Minnesota 40, and the clock stops with 4:35 to go. Jahmyr Gibbs is the 8th running back, according to the 33rd team, with 4 touchdowns and 150-plus yards from scrimmage in a game since 2020. That's the Cousins pointless check down. 4:35 to go. As Darnold will get the snap again, there's a flag thrown. They're going to rule it dead, and it's a delay of game on Minnesota. They didn't get the snap off in time. So it's a 5-yard penalty, and that sends them back 5 yards. That's right, Dante. Good stat. For the first time, the Lions got 15 wins in the season, and the second was 13. But they already got that before this game. Yes. Kevin says, pack it, Vikings. Time to head to L.A. Play at SoFi. At least they got an extra day. They'll be DOA in L.A. There's a throw over towards the right side, over to Naylor, and he'll make the catch, and he runs out of bounds. Kevin says take a knee. 2nd and 7 with 4:35 left to go. He ran out of bounds over towards the far side. Why don't they just go deep, man? I don't even get it. Darnold will get the snap again. He's looking downfield. This time he's going to throw it pretty deep, and it is incomplete. Incomplete over to Naylor. That was about 5 yards in front of him. But there is going to be a flag thrown. They call a defensive holding for a 5-yard penalty on Vildor. I'll be rooting for the Vikings. Can't stand the Rams. Yeah, me too. Hopefully they beat Puka. So it's a 1st and 10 at the 48, the Minnesota 48, that is. 4 minutes and 24 seconds to go. Still got to get to the 50. Darnold fakes the handoff on our play-action pass. He's looking, and he'll throw it, and it is a short pass. It almost hit the ground over to T.J. Hawkinson. And with 4:15 to go, the clock is still going to be winding down. The play is under review to see if whether or not this is a catch. Did he use the ground? I think that's a catch. Now they're going to review this, though. There's a red challenge flag. Huh. Who are you rooting for here, JJ? I'm not rooting for anybody. Challenge on the field is a completed catch, but I mean, why even challenge it? They're going to look at it to see if whether or not it's a completed catch. Who am I rooting? Yeah, I'm not really rooting for anybody. What's up, Jay? How you doing, though, man? Who are you rooting for? Let us know down below. It may sound like I'm rooting for the Vikings, but honestly, I don't really care who wins this game. I don't. I do want Larry to be happy, though, but he's not happy. Pathetic showing by the Vikings. Yeah. That was a national embarrassment tonight for them. And the Lions, honestly, I'm not even trying to be biased or anything. They really didn't impress me tonight. They really weren't that impressive tonight. Did they make some nice plays? They did what they had to do, but Jared Goff made some terrible decisions. And the Vikings, where they really lost this game, was in the red zone. That's what happened. The Lions, where did they win this game? They won this game from just the mistakes that were made by the Vikings. The Commanders, when they beat the Eagles the other week, the Eagles made so many mistakes. And the Commanders won because of that. Now, did the Commanders do a good job at causing some of those mistakes? They did. The Lions, they caused some of those mistakes by the Vikings, but not a lot. JJ, what can you say with the 38-0 game between the Broncos and Chiefs? That Carson Wentz stinks. And I'm happy he's out of Philly. Only 96 yards difference in total yards. Wasn't really a dominating game. The stats may also tell you one thing, like 364 yards for Detroit. It really wasn't like an overwhelming game. Just it wasn't. And I actually thought that the Lions ran the ball better, even though Minnesota had 121 rushing yards. So they challenged this to see if it's a catch or not on TJ Hawkinson. Detroit challenged the pass completion, and the play call was reversed, so it's an incomplete pass. Still don't even know why you would challenge that there. That just stops the clock. 2nd and 10. Give him a free timeout and a free play. Darnold will make the snap. He'll get the catch. Justin Jefferson caught it, and he fumbled the football, and Pascal's going to pick it up, and he gets all the way over towards the 35 in Detroit territory. Justin Jefferson caught it, and he fumbled the ball. He fumbled the football. Let's see. Did he get touched, though? Jefferson got the ball punched out. It was punched out by Vilder. 1-2. Yep. He lost the ball. It was punched out right there. But now they're trying to see if this is an incomplete pass or not. And they rule it as an incomplete pass to Justin Jefferson. So it's an incomplete pass. He didn't have full possession of it. They rule it. 3rd and 10. And the Vikings still have the ball at the 48. Ball was punched out, but he did not have full possession with both feet down. Darnold will get the snap again. This time he throws it, and the ball gets tipped. And they rule it as a forward pass, so it is an incompletion. I don't know how that wasn't a fumble. I thought that he had full possession of it. Overturning Hawkinson's catch, then immediately ruling that a catch plus fumble on the field is wild. His refs won't escape the allegations tonight. I don't know, man. Fourth and 10, and we have some more flags. There'll be a delay of game. More laundry. More laundry on the field. Chris Oley says, are these the Minnesota Vikings I'm supposed to be afraid of? Crazy. There's a delay of game called, so now it's a 4th and 15. And Darnold still is in the huddle. The offense is still out there. I don't even know how the refs overturned that. I thought that he fumbled it. It looked like I thought that he had full possession of that ball. But they said he did not. Regardless, Jefferson should have caught that. Darnold will get the snap again. He's looking, and he'll throw it, and it is incomplete. And a turnover on downs for Detroit. So the Lions will get it at the Minnesota 43-yard line. 31-9 is the score. Darnold, 18 for 41 today. This is a Sam Darnold Jets game. What an embarrassment, man. Jared Goff today, 26 for 32. So they said that Sam Darnold's pass was up the middle to Justin Jefferson for 5 yards. It was fumbled, recovered by Pascal at the Minnesota 47. Pascal ran out of bounds at the Minnesota 32 for 15 yards. The replay official reviewed the pass completion ruling, and the play was reversed. So that's what ended up happening on that play. And they ruled it as an incomplete pass. And I didn't really see that, man. Let them score on the first play just to get the ball back. If you're the Eagles, the only thing you should be worried about are the Bills or the Chiefs. Nobody else. Says Jane. Yeah, I'm learning a lot about these two teams here. I really am. I wanted to do this game, too, for that reason as well. 1st and 20 for the Detroit Lions. They had a penalty called. It was offensive pass interference. Here comes Reynolds, who takes it to the Minnesota 36. So they started off at the Detroit, what was it, the Detroit 48-yard line, and they took it all the way to the 46, or the 36, for about 17 yards. Where would that be, the 45? Yeah. Eagles need to worry about one game at a time. Eagles should feel pretty good, says Larry. As long as Hurts is healthy. That's the big if. He has to be healthy. I'm a little bit worried about Jalen. I don't know. Everybody's like, oh, well, they should feel great. I know that Saquon is the most important piece, but, man, we got to have a quarterback out there that can play. And Jalen is our best option, of course, at quarterback. Can the Packers beat the Eagles on the wild card? I don't know. I think that the Eagles should be the favorites. Even without Jalen Hurts, I'll take the Eagles against the Packers. Even without Jalen Hurts, I'll take the Eagles. 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go, and a timeout taken by Detroit. Goff had a short pass that was over to Williams for 4 yards before that timeout. Even if Tanner McKee had to play, or Kenny Gainwell, I would take the Eagles against the Packers. Against the Vikings, against the Bucks, against the Commanders, or against the Lions, they got to have Jalen Hurts. I'm rooting for the Eagles too, says Jay. Oh, yeah, we'll be covering the Eagles. That's what we do on this channel. First and foremost. 1st and 10, 31-9. A handoff over to Reynolds for 3 yards. And 2nd and 7 at the Minnesota 29-yard line. I take the Eagles too, even without Jalen. I'd take them for next week. But I still want them to be back, and I want them to be healthy. Because then I would really take them over the Green Bay Packers. I'm taking the Cowgirls to win the Super Bowl. Next year. We'll be back. We will be back. Oh, man. Jalen would have played today against the Giants if it was not a meaningful game. He was on protocol. He went through it. He's fine. He'll be at practice next week. I hope so. I believe you. I'm happy for the Sixers too. They're getting wins now. Yeah, I'm not really so happy with them after those last 2 games. Before they did win, but that's before they did win yesterday. That's another discussion. But they're playing better overall. I was starting to get bought back in, and then I started to go back a little bit after those two blunders. Just woke up from a dream. Cowgirls night with or might Might win the Cancun Bowl. We reached the 2-minute warning in this game. Man. Dude, the Vikings still haven't used any of their timeouts, and yet it's already 11:30. Jerry. Reynolds will run it, and he loses a yard. We just hit 41 likes, man. Thank you so much. The Sixers game at home tomorrow, or is it in Phoenix? Oh, it's at home. They play at 7 o'clock. Vikings post-traumatic stress is in full effect. 3rd and 8. And the Vikings are going to go on to play the LA Rams next Monday. I don't like the Monday night games. That's where we lost to Todd Bowles last year against Tampa Bay. I don't like those games, man. There's a run over towards the left side. Reynolds just gets 2 yards. And it's a 4th and 6 with 1 minute and 17 seconds to go. There's Teddy Bridgewater. I forgot that he's still in the league, man. Played with the Vikings from 2014 to 2017, I believe, right? Yeah. Oh, it said it on that graphic. Sorry. You're right. No schedule for the Chiefs. The Chiefs have a bye. So they're off next week. 4th and 6, and they're still going to go for it. I mean, at this point, why not? They'll run it over towards the right side, and Goff will turn it on over on downs, and Minnesota will get the ball back at their own 23-yard line. I don't want the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. I don't think anybody does. Larry says, I just want every playoff team to lose. Yeah. After tonight, I'm sure that's how you feel, man. It is a bye week for them. This was quite the game that we anticipated. Honestly, this was a great week of football. Things were going so well, and it all lined up for this big game tonight. And we got blah. That's the play we needed. Please, we want another champion, not the Chiefs, please. So Darnold's going to take a knee, and that is going to do it. The Detroit Lions, they clinched the NFC number 1 seed for the first time in team history, and they will have a bye. And they will play the winner of the Vikings-Rams game. Wow. Is that correct? I think it is. And the Eagles will play next Sunday at 4:30 against the Packers. Unbelievable. ABC, anyone but the Chiefs. Should not have had a Sunday night game after this terrible game. Well, hindsight's 2020, right, Kevin? Unbelievable. And the Vikings will play the Rams at 8:30 on Monday Night Football. That game will be on ESPN/ABC. What a game that was. What are my takeaways? I'm not afraid of the Lions. And the Vikings, I thought I was scared of them. Not after tonight. I'm feeling pretty good about the Birds, man. Feeling a lot better. As long as Jalen plays next week. Even if he doesn't play, though, I'll still take them over the Packers. Not scared of any team in the NFC. Great announcing, JJ. I was hoping that the Vikings would have won this game, but I was wrong. I think we were all wrong about this. I expected this to be a high-scoring game, back and forth, and it was not the case. It was not the case. This was quite an interesting Sunday night game. Was it entertaining? No. Was it back and forth? No. But did I learn a lot from this game? I did. Hindsight's 50-50, says Larry. That was really a Cam Newton quote, he says. Yeah. Tuesday night, we'll be back, and we'll be doing a preview of the Eagles and the Packers. Okay, we'll be on for that. And I hope that you guys will join me. Really, this was... I don't know. This game, to me, was not a dominating game for the Detroit Lions. I really do believe that the Lions were the team that really just was able to take advantage of the mistakes that Minnesota did make. And Minnesota made a lot of mistakes. They had so many things that were on the table, and the Lions made a lot of mistakes. But then the Lions, they sort of had these things land in their own lap, land in their own two hands, and then they just took it. You know, like these things were given to them. Andrew Van Ginkel had a missed interception. Justin Jefferson had a fumble at the end, even though they didn't call it a fumble. I still believe it was a fumble, even though they ruled it as an incomplete pass. Sam Darnold today was awful. Jared Goff did not really impress me. Jared Goff had 2 big picks when he was looking deep to fire it. Against the Eagles, that's not going to fly. That's not going to fly against the Eagles, man. So, Amon-Ra St. Brown, did he have a good game today? He played well. Sam Laporta, did he have a good game today? He played okay. But Jahmyr Gibbs didn't really wake up until the game was pretty much out of reach. And so, I wasn't really overly impressed with this Lions team today. Did they have 24 first downs? Yes. Did they get 394 yards? Yes. But a lot of it, again, was because of the Vikings' mishaps. That's what I saw today. What are your points, though? What would you say? How would you describe that game in one word? Night, JJ. Good night, freaks. Thanks for joining Play-by-Play with JJ for all the action today. Yes. One word. Goff with his good old days with the Rams. Yeah, I wasn't blown away by him. He only had an 80.7 rating today, and I think that actually describes the eye test, too. I do. One word, I would say it was blah. I would say it was blah. Gabe says one word. Well, yeah, he says Discord. He has the Discord server right there. I thought that was his only word. Good night, JJ. Good night, everybody. Disgrace, says Kevin. This was boring, says Jane. Yeah, it was. Amik Robertson, Detroit's largest margin of victory versus the Vikings. Is that of all time? Did they frustrate Justin Jefferson? They did. I will tell you this. Okay, I was kind of impressed with how much they were able to disrupt Justin Jefferson today. And that makes me feel good for the Eagles if we have to play Justin Jefferson. Because now there's film on him to see what Detroit did to disrupt him and take him out of his game. And then when he did have opportunities to try to execute and make catches, he couldn't do it because he was in his head. They got to him because he was in his own head today. And when you get Justin Jefferson in his own head, you win. And I think that I actually really do believe that Darius Slay is very good at that with Justin Jefferson. Even though he doesn't necessarily match up with the speed anymore, I do think that the Eagles have that advantage. Again, that's if they have to play the Vikings. So that's something that I do note. And that sort of stood out to me today. Keep warm, everyone. Yes, sir. Tedious, boring, painful, disappointing, anticlimactic is a good word. Should I go on? Just one will do. I know. That was annoying. Part of me wanted them to pull that out. But go out and count the snowflakes for me. Slay has always had Justin's number. He has. And so I think that I also think that Quinion would do really well against him too. I think that we have the personnel to make it tough for any of these receivers. There's not one that scares me now. I thought it was Justin Jefferson. I'm not afraid of him now. Not afraid. So, learned a lot today from this game. Like I said, I'm not afraid of Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm not really afraid of him. If Laporta beats me, that's one thing. But, take Amon-Ra St. Brown out and let Raymond beat us. Let Williams beat us. I'm not afraid of those guys. Not afraid of Terry McLaurin. Not afraid of Puka Nacua. I think that our secondary is so great. I do. I'm not afraid of any of these guys. So, that's all I got to say. And I'm going to wrap it up, man. I'm going to wrap it up. That's it. That's it for me. I love you all. I'll take that L. Learned a lot from Dallas today, says Kevin. I don't learn anything from Dallas except every week. They're just terrible, man. Yes, you reminded me, Kevin Salter. Yes, you reminded me. Please remember to take accurate snow totals where you are in South Jersey. Good night, everybody. Lila Tov. Good stream. I had fun. I had fun, man. I was a little bit relaxed tonight. Had a relaxing day. And tomorrow we'll get back and then we'll have the energy for the Sixers game. And then we got a busy week this week. I figured today was going to be a slow day. I was fine with that. It was a watch party type of a day. It wasn't really a play-by-play day, even though we tried it. All right, love you. Good night, Lila Tov. And I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.